What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me, man. We got news. This is crazy, man. This is some wild shit going on right now, y'all. This is Flight Sports TV. I really don't know what to say right now. I really don't. This is very troubling news, man. This is man. I'm telling you, if we don't ever catch a break, if we don't ever catch a break, I'm telling you. When the hell are we ever gonna catch a break, man? As a Bulls fan, we rocking with the Bulls right now. Lonzo Ball has entered the NBA's health and safety protocols. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Breaking news. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to process this right now, ladies and gentlemen. We got breaking news in the NBA. We about to get into everything. Good God. Oh my goodness. Breaking news. We ain't going nowhere. We just getting started. Drop the intro.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Like I said, Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
Man, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we got breaking news, man. I can't believe this shit. I was just getting excited about the game tonight. I was just getting shit prepared. I was getting thumbnails together. I was getting the show prepared for tonight, against the Indiana Pacers. I mean, seriously, could they have not fucked up a weekend, a week? I mean, good God. I mean, I'm really hoping on a miracle right now, man. They need to go check in with Lonzo and clear this shit up, man. They obviously made a fucking mistake. They made a mistake. They need to go and retest them, and let's get this shit rectified, and let's get Lonzo Ball back out there because this is troubling. I'm highly pissed. You understand? Something like this could take place. This Flight Sports TV. Lonzo Ball is in COVID protocols, man. This is troubling, man. Lonzo Ball has entered the health and safety protocols by league reports. The news just came out seconds ago. Man, I mean, it seems like the whole entire Bulls organization has been hit. People was trying to explain that Lonzo was out of it out, and I didn't like that because things was it was jinxing him a little bit. You understand? But it is what it is. But you know what's so sad? It's like they trying to find, and it seems like Lonzo can't catch a break. It's like every time Lonzo Ball seems to be making a little bit of an advancement, it's some bullshit that comes just crashing down. You understand? Like I said, it's breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. God damn it. You understand? This is crazy. I couldn't believe it when I seen this news. I'm trying to figure out where the hell do they go from here? Where the hell do they go from here is the question. Well, listen, I want to know how many games. This could completely knock Lonzo Ball completely out of his rhythm. You understand? Man, we gotta do better than this, man. Something's going on, man. Something is seriously going on out here, man. This Flight Sports TV. I need answers. And I need them now. How the hell did the whole entire organization get struck like this? This is crazy. There's no way to make this shit up. None. You understand? None. You feel me? I need explanations. Do anybody got any explanations for this bullshit that just happened? Lonzo Ball will be out for Lord knows when. Man, the man was balling out of his mind. Lonzo ain't played this good, and Lord knows when. And the man was on a streak, a run. You understand? This shit was about to continue. This man, damn. I'm just fucking stuck right now, man. I'm stuck. I can't believe this shit. I cannot believe this. You said Caruso out 7 to 10 days foot. I'm telling you. Remember, I told you this is when the Bulls about to struggle. Now the Bulls about to struggle. Watch what happened now. Remember, you heard it here first at Flight Sports TV. The Bulls about to be struggling. Remember, I said that. People, watch this. We about to find out how important Lonzo Ball is. Watch this. Watch this. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. People been shitting on Lonzo, underestimating his impact and value. You about to see how much value this man had to offer to this team. This is disgusting. This has something happened to the Raptors, 76ers, Hornets, Kings, particularly whole team. This is sad. You know, Lonzo Ball was about to get cooking. Shit was just getting started. You understand? Shit was just getting started. Damn. Let me read this article. Man, as soon as I seen this article, I thought today was gonna be a good day. I was getting ready for tonight's game. Shout out to Thunder. He said Lonzo is a rhythm player. This will completely knock his rhythm away. This will be labeled as an excuse in the future. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, they finding any little thing. That's why I'm highly pissed. It seemed like every roadblock is getting thrown in front of Lonzo's direction. And Lonzo got to continue to fight and battle out of this situation. It says even Billy got COVID. Yeah, all this shit happened. GTM says this is ridiculous. All the stars getting struck. You damn right they're getting struck, man. You know, Lonzo, man, it's like he can't catch a fucking break. When the man was balling, they postponed the fucking season. And then after they postponed the season, you know, he comes back, he's still balling. Now, the man could be potentially out, 10, 12 games? I mean, seriously. I mean, this shit don't make no sense. This shit don't make no sense. Somebody got to make some sense of this shit. You understand? This shit is crazy. Man, you know, this shit is, oh, man, this shit fucked my whole day up. I was looking forward to some basketball tonight. Lonzo Ball had this team hop, skipping, and moving. Everything was clicking. And then now this happened. Shout out to Sonics. He said the NFL has 147 players. It says Caruso out tonight also, so Io and Kobe will be. Yeah, man, this shit is crazy. It said, my man Jay says, I wonder when they gonna test Curry. Yeah, man, something's going on, man. This is troubling with Lonzo. I wish this never happened. You know, I truly do. I truly do, man. I'm upset. This truly upset me right now. This is fucked up. Lonzo Ball, the damn. It's like it can't catch a break. PBN says that means Io or Kobe starting. Mac is getting some play time. It sucks because Lonzo was cooking up. There's some bullshit, man. Our Kings had it. Alvin Gentry is still out. We had 6 guys out. You a Kings fan? I didn't know you was a Kings fan. Shout out to them Kings, though. They got a lot of work. They need a lot of work to do. So he not only won McKinney and Tony Bradley. They just got McKinney. I heard about that. Lakers are rigged. They had their guys back for protocol one day. Lonzo possibly a week, maybe 2. Man, this shit is troubling. Troubling. People was just getting fired up about Lonzo too. People was just getting things like the shit was getting percolating. Like people was just starting to yo, remember who the hell this man was, because a lot of people had amnesia. You understand? These dudes got amnesia. You understand? But people say my man Josh Jackson just rolled in here and said this was inevitable. Yeah, you could say that. That might be fair, but I mean, he was ducking and dodging that shit the whole time, man. So I got to give him credit on that, man. It is what it is, but this sucks. This truly sucks, Lonzo, for this to happen to Lonzo like this. Happens right after the reporter asked him about it. Seems a bit suspect to me. Lonzo was dodging that damn COVID protocol shit though. He was missing that shit. The whole team got hit, and I think he was the only one safe. I think Vooch caught his shit early. Even though to be honest with you, and this is another thing I want to point out. I ain't gonna get too in depth, but a lot of this shit, like it's no guarantee that necessarily somebody caught it. You understand? They just saying they went into protocol. Everybody's speculating that is that. You don't know what the hell it is. Like I said, they just saying they went into protocol. They never said they got this and that. You know, a lot of people are just speculating, and that's why I don't really like speculating. I like to talk with facts. You might hear a lot of rambling and people just talking shit. Like I don't talk without knowing something. Or if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I stay the fuck out the way. I stay out my lane. You understand? I don't just start jumping because when you're doing shit like that, everything just fucks up. You understand? It don't, and it's not even worth it. You understand? So everybody just chill. We don't know what the hell is going on. This guy could fuck around and beat this shit, which I think is gonna happen. We don't know what's going on. Like Kyrie come back. You know, it's a protocol. You understand? You feel me? Come on, that's no guarantee something necessarily happened to Kyrie. They just put him in a protocol. You know, you gotta go through your certain amount of time. It was the same way they did in the bubble. You know, they had protocols, this and that. Josh Jackson, tomorrow's Hawks game might get postponed. Man, they postponing everything. When they gonna make these damn games up? You know, they got to figure out. Yeah, definitely freeze up. This is messed up. Shout out Juju Knows Hoops. Lonzo was just cooking. Yeah, and then they're going to come here and fuck everything up like this. How could they do some shit like this to us like this? They're going to continue to fuck over Lonzo, aren't they? It's like, I'm telling you. You know, he couldn't make this shit up. My man was just getting this Bulls team right. You know, just finding his way, getting his feet wet with this team. Shout out to Triple B Nation. Bulls might need to give dots and minutes. Yeah, I don't know who the hell are going to make up for this. I guess they're going to run my man Kobe White in there. Or, I don't know. Shit. Anyways, Levine and what's the name is there. So they like to play point guard. See, this is the only thing I'm concerned with. See, there's a lot of factors going on right now. Because number one, you know, Lonzo was just cooking and dudes were out and watching him run this offense. And, you know, and they was going to come back and see that and play to that. Now Lonzo about to be out for Lord knows when. And you about to see Levine and DeRozan running point guard a lot more. And then what the hell is going to happen when Lonzo gets back? I just think it's just a major collision course about to happen. Juju, what's going on?
What's good, Flight, man? Come on, man. The day after Christmas, bro, this is what the Grinch dropped down our chimney, bro. Lonzo Ball enters COVID protocol. This is what our Christmas gift is right now, NBA. Come on, man. Free Lonzo, man. What is this? The dude was balling, obviously, and I'm not trying to be pessimistic about this, but honestly, this is the worst thing that could have happened because now you have Zach LaVine finna come back in the lineup. You got everybody else finna come back in the lineup, and Lonzo was actually taking control of the offense, taking the reins. So now that he's going to be out, just like you said, Flight, DeMar going to be handling it more. Zach going to be playing point more. So when Lonzo come back, I don't know. Hopefully he keeps that same role, that same mentality, bro. But man, this is just a bump in the road, man.
Yeah, man, this is messed up.
Flight, please, flight, stop it right now. Flight, this is all the growth and development. Flight, this is how the Bulls gonna grow. They go develop.
Something just happened with Rondo. DeJounte Murray, good God, everybody.
Flight, stop scaring the people. Flight. This is growth and development. This is a team-oriented thing, Flight. It ain't Zoe. We love Zoe. Zoe's gonna be okay. He's gonna make it through the COVID. Flight, stop it. Juju,
it depends though. Does he have COVID or did he just get a negative test? It's a difference. If he actually has COVID and he's actually sick,
health protocol. Go ahead.
I'm saying, but LaMelo went into that and he actually had COVID though. Like, so if Lonzo has COVID it could be something a little
If
bit more
right,
serious because he could be out longer.
serious as what? Serious, what we serious?
Well,
What is it going to do? They going to
when I mean
affect the
by
whole family?
serious, no. When I mean by serious, Vern, if he actually has COVID, that means he's going to be out at even more extended period of time. It's not like he just has to pass a couple of tests and he's back. If he has COVID, he's going to be out at least like
And
2 weeks.
Zach had to go through the same. Zach had to go through the same thing, and other guys went through the same thing. What that got to do with the Bulls, as far as
Did
the
they have COVID? No,
organization
no, no.
is
No.
concerned?
Uncle Vern, don't get me wrong. The Bulls are going to be fine. Like I'm not worried about the Bulls as
Okay,
a team.
and
But all I'm
and
talking about is Lonzo Ball's individual. Like when he comes back, how is his role going to be different? And if he's going to come back doing the same things that we just seen him do, if he has COVID,
and if you
especially if he has COVID. If
first
he doesn't have COVID,
first
I'm not tripping.
right. Okay, that's first things first. If he got COVID and if he come back like 10, 12, 13, 20 more days later, not games later, days later, as far as the protocol goes, how's it going to affect Zoe? Okay, yeah, that all-star thing is out the window. Let's just say that for sure because that's going into February. But let's just say this for sure. It don't last that long if we saying if. But
COVID
if
don't
it
last
do
long, Uncle
last,
Vern.
if it listen, if it do that situation with Zoe, not the Bulls, but with Zoe, last that long, that gonna make the Bulls develop. That make them go into things they supposed to be going into because they wasn't seeing themselves going into even faster. I like that
What you mean?
situation.
But
I hope
Vern, but Uncle Vern, they're if they develop, they're
I
developing
don't
in the
see
wrong
no
way.
panic. My whole point is I don't see no panic. Show me where there's panic, JoJo.
Nobody's panicking, Uncle Vern. All we're trying to say is this is a very, very, very bad situation, not only for Lonzo Ball, but
Very,
the future.
very, 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 very. Boy, I'm telling you, you got away with words.
How is it
Very,
not bad, Uncle
very,
Vern?
very,
Just tell me how it's
very,
not
very.
bad.
Yeah.
Why is that bad for No, you tell me why is that bad for Lonzo
I
Ball
just
and
told
not
you
the
he's going to
Bulls?
have if he has COVID, Uncle Vern. If he has COVID and he has symptoms, he's going to be out at least 2 weeks, man. And then he has to come back, condition, and then he has to figure out his role on the offense. It's like 3 or 4 steps that he has to go back
Man,
through
damn.
when he
Yeah.
comes
Whoa, man.
back.
That's it.
Unless
Hey, flight. Don't
What?
step in, flight. Before he figure out, matter of fact, he know his role on the offense. That ain't gonna take long. All that stuff you sitting up there is very, very, very irrelevant, very, very, very important. You think it is? That's
Uncle Vern,
irrelevant. Soon as you step back in, you step back. Listen, no, it ain't. Listen to me, Juju. He stepped back in just like the rest of the guys stepped back in when they had their role to fulfill.
Man.
no,
You don't think
no,
Man,
so? You don't think
this
no,
shit don't make
no
no
closer, no
sense.
greater, no less?
This shit don't make no
man,
What?
free
sense.
Lonzo. That's all I can say. Free Lonzo, man. That shit
But
dumb, man.
seriously, man.
Friend from
But do you
what?
think,
COVID?
man?
Friend from
I,
what?
I was
COVID?
just getting excited,
From COVID protocol, Uncle Vern, if he doesn't have COVID and it's a false test, bro, that's bullshit. That is
man.
bullshit, bro.
Man,
I
there's
don't care.
some mistake. They made a mistake.
Exactly. It's happened before. It's happened to other players before where they test somebody and it's a false
Yeah.
test. I think it happened to DeMar DeRozan. That's why he came back so quickly. But if he has COVID, bro, that's not good, bro. That's not good for nobody.
No, it's not. No, I'm telling you, man. Shit, don't worry about it, man. Everything gonna work itself
Man,
out.
look here, man.
Lonzo was just cooking, though, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm pissed off about. And now I don't know the
Hey,
dynamic of this roster because hold on, wait a second, man. I thought this roster was shifting and the team was shifting to playing through Lonzo at the point guard position. Now it seems like it's gonna be another power struggle when he gets back. Because I'm predicting, like I said, there's no point guard that's gonna replace
why?
Lonzo. Well, they might stick somebody there, but they're gonna. This team is now about to be running through Zach and DeRozan for real now. At the but these guys are
Right.
What do you mean by power struggle?
well, a power struggle mean when
What do
Lonzo
you mean
gets
by
back.
power
You
struggle?
know, listen. Lonzo had all the leverage. You don't understand. Lonzo had the leverage right
He
now. So when
still got
Levine,
it.
listen, possibly, I hope so. Listen, he had the leverage today. You roll into this game with the Pacers. Levine's coming back. DeRozan just got his ass back. Lonzo
Right.
had all the leverage. They couldn't just come back and usurp him and just take the shit out of his hands. You
Right.
know, see now, go ahead. Now shit could change.
Hey, I just got a hypothetical here, right? Like what?
Right.
Because like just for the scope of the Bulls, right? Okay, what if Lonzo Ball is hurt and he's out at least 2 weeks? And I see somebody in the chat saying he's not going to be out 2 weeks. If he has COVID, if he actually has COVID-19, he will be out at least 2 weeks, bro. At least 2 weeks. And let's just say he is. And tonight and Monday, because they have a back-to-back, and for these next 2 weeks, the Bulls go on a winning streak. And they play amazing basketball with Zach LaVine running the offense, with DeMar DeRozan running
And
the offense. That's going to be a bad sign for Lonzo's role when he comes back to even Vucevic. Because Lonzo,
why
we saw it.
why is that
Lonzo,
bad? Why is that bad for Lonzo?
because we've just seen
Yeah,
Lonzo.
please.
We've just seen Uncle Vern. Lonzo has played his best basketball with Zach LaVine out the lineup, either with DeMar DeRozan out the lineup when he has
Hey,
more of
that
a
sounds stupid as
ball
fuck
handling
right there.
duty.
That right there sounds real
No,
stupid because he plays best basketball with all them men. So that right there sounds stupid. So keep on though. I
That's
want you to keep
his
hanging
his
yourself.
last 6 games. He was averaging 16, 7, and 6. Those are his best stats throughout the season.
That's his
And he
job.
but what I'm saying is that was when Zach LaVine was either out the lineup or DeMar DeRozan, or when he just had the ball in his hands a little bit more. So if he's going to go out and the Bulls go on some type of run, playing through DeMar, playing through Zach LaVine, I mean, Lonzo Ball, his role might be a little bit different than what it just was, and we might see a
See,
little bit of a
that's what I
fall off.
mean, Juju. That's what I mean. That's hey, Juju. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna catch you in your tracks right now, right? That's what's false information. Because when Lonzo take it 20 years out and he come back, he's still gonna be Zoe in 20 years later. So I mean, if it's 20 days later or 10 days later, what difference do it make?
What do you
He
mean
gonna
10
be
days
Zoe. He gonna
later?
have his stuff. No, because you're not catching it. You scaring people, and I don't know why you do it
What do you
because it
mean
don't make
scaring
sense.
people?
You
Are we talking
scaring
about the
people because
Bulls or are you talking about
whoa,
Lonzo?
when you say listen to
Because I
when you
think the
come
Bulls are
in,
going to be fine,
you
Uncle
say
Vern.
if you say look. You when Lonzo with that and that situation with here with the bull with this COVID thing, you said you using the thing if it is he got it if
Potentially,
it
that's
ain't
probably
he
what's
got
going
it
to happen, Uncle
whoa
Vern. They're better than the
see
Pacers. They're better
in the
than the
next 10
Hawks.
days even if in the next 10 days he come back
Hmm.
he ain't gonna have what he had when he left. If he ain't gonna have his spot, if I'm telling you,
I'm not saying
Juju,
he's going to have his
you
spot. He's
got it
not going to have the same
fucked
role. It's
up
going to be different. It's going to be
it could,
different,
it
Uncle
could
Vern.
be. It could
as far
potentially be
as
different. Listen,
as far
especially if they
whoa
go if they start
as
winning.
far
But
as what flight
listen, I
as
think that
far
I
as
think they're gonna
what
hold on.
flight
Wait a second, Uncle Vern. Damn, hold relax. We
He
talk.
actually
how
mad. You getting
I don't
cooked,
like
Uncle
to
Vern. It's
understand
okay. What? Chill. We on the same side. We
how
both
is it
want
gonna
the
be
Bulls.
different flight
Uncle, bro.
how is it gonna be different flight
No, well, listen. This how it could happen. Let's say, for instance, this team go undefeated, which could happen.
Mm,
Lonzo's coming back. Are they just gonna just let Lonzo run through, just give it to him and run it through him? They've been undefeated
right.
without him. Now it's gonna
Man,
get to the
go with
point where
that shit.
He
he
gonna
gotta
have
Flight
to
really
go,
fit back
share.
flight,
in, Uncle
flight,
Listen,
Vern.
no, let me
flight
tell you
go
something.
with
No,
that
wait a
shit,
second,
flight.
Uncle Vern.
Flight go with that.
Tonight,
Flight go with
tonight,
that shit, flight.
no,
Flight go with that shit, flight. It's about the
listen.
Bulls, flight. It's
Now,
about the whole
Uncle
organization,
Vern,
flight. No,
if the
they're
Bulls
not
play
gonna.
bad tonight, if the Bulls
Juju,
play,
let me tell you, Juju. Let me
I'm
say
just saying,
this,
if the
please.
Bulls
Let me
play
say
bad
this,
tonight
Juju.
and they
That
start
way we won't
losing,
be.
you're right.
Man, go.
I'm just
Now,
being honest.
now,
If the Bulls
see,
lose,
flight.
you're right.
See how it changed, flight, from start losing to start winning. So gonna be fucked up either way it go, flight.
Pray, man, probably.
Boy, I'm telling you, Bob. Now you get it, you don't get it. I ain't
Wait, so
trying
that
to hear
nigga
that
got
shit,
COVID for
flight.
real, or is he just playing when he said that? Like he said,
we,
y'all jinxed
No,
because
he got
people
a
was just talking about it.
whoa.
we
Look,
don't
I
know
don't know
for
what you're
sure.
talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The Chicago Bulls a cold ass team. With Lonzo, without Lonzo, still gonna make still a cold ass team. And Lonzo got to hold
Right.
on for a minute. If it's 10 minutes, if it's 10 minutes or 10 games, it don't make a difference when he get back. They gonna still be cold. All that is growth and development. They go through that. Them growing pains, flight.
Yeah, but
And I tell
wait
you,
a second.
flight,
Hold on,
flight,
Uncle
you
Vern.
still talking and you ain't
Hold on.
listening.
Hold on. What I want to say right now is this. Like I said, the Chicago Bulls was cooking not too long ago, man, and I'm just pissed the hell off that this happened, man. That's all I could say. Shout out to the chat. They're saying that Lonzo got jinxed. I don't know what exactly took place, but Lonzo Ball should have had an opportunity to dominate Juju. It seems like Lonzo can't catch a break because what do you think about if he would have got the opportunity to play if they didn't postpone the season? Don't you think Lonzo was positioned to kind of, if a lot of people was
Talking about on the
expecting a 30
Pelicans?
piece. Yeah, like they was expecting they
Oh
thought
yeah.
something like that was coming.
Oh yeah. Like I said before, like that year. those 20 games was the best I ever seen Lonzo Ball play on that Pelicans team. Even when Gentry was his coach, and he was balling out. And again, COVID messed up the season. Y'all, like, Uncle Vern, I don't know why you're acting like these breaks, and when you're playing, when you're on a roll, you're in a flow, you're in the rhythm, and all of a sudden you get pulled out of that rhythm out of nowhere. That affects you as a player, bro. That also affects the team when you're a big part of the team. All I'm saying is this is a negative on Lonzo Ball and the Bulls, and in my opinion, it is a
How?
bad it
How? All I'm saying is
because
how is it a negative?
because I just told you, Lonzo Ball was in a
Tell
rhythm.
me
The best
again.
again, Uncle Vern, Lonzo Ball was in a rhythm, his best rhythm of the season, the best flow that we've seen him on a game by game basis. You don't think him just being pulled out of the lineup because of COVID protocol, potentially for an extended period of time, is not going to affect him on the court when he comes back or the team?
Hell
No,
no.
hell no.
Hell no. Hold up,
You
Uncle Vern.
ain't see shit
Hold
yet.
up,
That's
hold up,
cap.
Uncle
Hell
Vern.
no, you
Hold
ain't
up,
see shit yet. Go ahead and
hold up,
get him.
Uncle Vern.
Go
Let
ahead
me
That's
and
get him,
cap.
Uncle Vern.
get
Uncle
him.
Vern, let me
Get
get him.
him.
Let me get him.
That's
Get
Let me
him.
cap.
let me
Get
get
him,
him. Check it
Coffee.
out. Check
Get
it
him,
out. Check it out,
Coffee.
bro.
Get him,
Let me
Coffee.
get
That's
him, bro.
cap.
I
Get him.
got him, Vern. Let me get him. Let me get
So
his
wait,
ass. Check this out.
coffee. So coffee. I got a question. So you think Lonzo Ball is going to come back and he's going to be doing the same things that we just seen him doing?
Bro,
That's my
check me
only
out.
question.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Let me get
That's
him,
all it
bro.
comes down to.
Hold
Most
up.
so.
Let me get him. Let me get him. Check me out, bro. All that COVID shit is a cap. All right? It's a
So he
cap.
don't
It
got
ain't
COVID.
shit. Hold up. Check me out. It ain't shit wrong with those.
We're trying,
All
yeah,
this is
trying to,
it's a
Well,
we're trying to,
we
hang
conspiracy.
on, wait a
get
second,
It's a
we're trying to,
conspiracy theory. It's a
wait a
conspiracy
second,
theory.
man.
And check
Yeah, man, we can't go too far on the COVID. Let's go with what's being
yeah, it's
reported.
not a COVID thing because
Like I
LaMelo
said,
Ball, LaMelo
listen,
Ball was out and he had
we
COVID.
can't listen.
I'm not gonna even
I
call
gotta
it a
keep,
name. Check me out. I'm
bro.
not even calling it a name. All that shit is a motherfucking cap. Check this out. It's a win-win situation for Zoe either way. They win, it's a win-win situation. Zoe an all-star. If they lose, it's a win-win situation because they see how valuable Zoe is. He ain't gonna lose shit. He ain't gonna lose no rhythm. The man is
If
hooping.
he's out 2 weeks, he's losing rhythm,
No,
Thank you.
coffee.
that's a fucking cap. He ain't gonna
Shut
It's
the
lose
not
shit.
fuck
cap.
up,
He
Juju.
working out every day. He doing his thing.
We
All
even
that
saw it with
bullshit. When
LaMelo
people talk
Ball.
about, look, on some real shit, I hope he out 2 weeks. This one y'all can really appreciate the motherfucker. I hope he out
What?
2 weeks. And I hope the Bulls
Thank you.
win while he out 2 weeks.
That's
Because
what's gonna
when he
happen.
come back, he come right back in his
Thank
motherfucking role. They gave the man $85 million.
It's
There
not gonna
ain't
be
no
the same
motherfucker, it ain't
role,
no sitting
coffee.
down.
It's not gonna be the same
It
role,
ain't look,
coffee.
it ain't no bro, it ain't
He
no
was playing
fucking role.
differently
The
with
Yo,
man,
Zach being out the
wait a
lineup.
second.
look,
Yo, wait a second.
it's a role for
Coffee.
if
Yo,
you
wait a second.
It is a
You got
different
hold. Wait a second.
role.
My bad, Juju. We got to stop excessively cursing, man. For real, we got to slow shit
Oh my
down. Let's
bad.
not Juju. You not. I mean, we got to just chill, man. For real. Let's talk basketball. I know we excited. Come on.
we'll do it like that. But check this out, dog. Pull your panties up and pull your panties down. The man gonna be all right. There's ain't nothing wrong with him. It's good. It's all good. The Bulls win. It's great for Lonzo. The Bulls lose. It's great for Lonzo. It's a win-win situation because the man is already in shape. The man
First
already
off,
ready to
no,
go.
no, no. If the
2 weeks
Bulls
ain't gonna hurt
lose,
him,
if the
bro.
Bulls
Two
lose,
weeks.
that's
Right,
not good for
right,
anybody.
right, right,
If the
right,
2
Bulls
weeks.
right.
lose,
Look,
if
look.
if the Bulls lose, that is not good for anybody, bro. That is not good. Now, yeah, you can say that's individually good for
Who is
Lonzo. That's
it?
gonna make them look
Who is
better,
it?
but it's
Who
not
is
good for
anybody?
anybody, to
Who
be
is it?
honest, bro.
Who
Look,
is
They need to win. Let's
anybody?
keep it a
okay,
buck,
Who
bro.
is it?
okay,
Don't do that.
Who is
okay. So
anybody?
make your point. Why if the Bulls lose, why it's not good for nobody?
Bro, they're trying to be the first seed in the East. They're not trying to drop
Shut
down in
up.
the
They don't need
standings.
no damn first seed. They gonna
Winning
take
is
care
the
of business
most
anyway.
coffee. Winning is the
They don't
most
need no
important
first seed.
thing. Winning is the most important thing. I don't want to hear this losing
Look,
bullshit. That's what I'm
look. When
saying.
is
They're
the
gonna
most
win.
important? And did
My
he tell
bad,
you
Flight.
stop cursing? He just told
Yeah,
you
my bad.
stop
My bad.
cursing.
That's
No,
on me. My bad.
Now
I mean,
stop
it's cool.
cursing.
It's cool. It's cool. I mean, the
Look,
bullshit is cool, but when we go into the,
look. You
Nah,
emotional. You
bro.
emotional. Look, they don't need
I'm
to be
not
no
being
first seed.
emotional. I'm
You
looking
know
at the
how many times?
facts.
Look, they don't need to be first seed. All you gotta do is be in the playoffs. They taking care of business. First seed, that's extra. That's icing on the cake. If they're not a first seed,
First
they take
seed.
care of business.
We're
They
looking
take
at the Milwaukee Bucks right now. They're playing some of their best basketball
no.
of the
You know
season.
how many?
Losing a couple games could
Look.
drop them in the standings. The East is too good right now. They cannot be losing, bro. So I
Check
don't
this
even know
out.
why
Check
you're
this out,
talking
dude.
about
You
that.
don't look, dude. You don't know basketball. Do you
You
think
crazy.
the team that
I'm
was
a
the
good
first team?
team.
Look,
He really
look.
don't.
Check this out.
nah, nah.
We
Look,
getting cooked.
all teams that was so everybody won the championship with first seed. So you
A
telling me
first seed.
everybody that stepped in the
It's not.
history of
It's
the
not. But
NBA when the
it's
championship was first seed?
coffee. It's not just about being a first seed. It's just
All right,
about being
now
a
you're
high
talking in
seed.
paradox. Now you're talking in
Losing,
paradox.
losing. If they lose, they're going to drop in the standings. It's teams that's playing good right now. The
Bro, we
Miami
don't
Heat, the
care
Milwaukee
about no
Bucks are
damn
playing good.
standards, bro.
You're
Long
talking
as we in the
about them
playoffs.
losing.
We don't
You're
get
saying
look,
if the
that's
Bulls
action.
lose,
Look,
it's a win-win situation. That
look.
don't even make
The
sense.
standards are
You're
good. The
contradicting
standards are
yourself.
good. It's
You
good.
just
It's
said
icing on
if
the
the
cake.
Bulls lose,
But
it's a win-win situation. That doesn't make no sense, bro.
so again, you telling me every team in the NBA that was first seed, those the only one that won the championship.
I'm
First
not
seed.
talking about the first seed. If
All
they're the
right, then
third,
shut up
if
then. You don't know what you're
what are you
talking about.
talking about? Nobody's
Shut up,
talking
you don't
about
know
the
what you're
first
talking
seed. That
about.
was
You're
an
emotional.
example. Do you not
You're
listening? Do
emotional.
you got to take that tight ass cap off your head so you can actually
Take
hear
your
or
panties
something?
down. Pull
Come
your
on,
panties up
bro.
and pull your panties
Can you
down.
not
No,
hear
you
what
All
I'm
right,
just
all right.
saying?
not
You're
listening.
emotional.
Come on,
You're
bro.
emotional. Hey,
That
look,
got
that
too
ain't
tight on
cursing.
your head.
That's
It's
telling them put his
squeezing your
panties
brain
down. Put your
cells,
panties
bro. You
down.
can't even think right now,
Come
bro.
on,
You don't know what's going on.
They gonna
Come
take
on,
care of
bro.
business,
You
whether
gotta
you like it or
unstrap that
not. They
cap,
gonna
bro.
take care of business. It's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation. Know
Okay.
that.
So coffee. Are you saying that when Lonzo Ball comes back and whatever time he's gonna be doing the same things that we just seen him doing for the
He
last
gonna
2
even be
weeks?
doing better. He gonna be even doing
Okay.
better, even better.
Okay.
Cause
hell
now,
yeah.
I'm
now
gonna hold you to
look,
it.
look,
I'm
he
holding
gonna
you
be doing
to
even
it.
better. Look, bro, you know basketball, bro, right? You know you got knickknacks in
And
basketball, right?
appreciate it.
Sometimes it be a jam
Knickknacks.
thumb. Sometimes it be a jam
This is not
thumb.
a knickknack
Sometimes your
if he
ankle.
has
Sometimes
COVID.
so you get that rest. So check me out, bro. You get that rest, and you like, hold up, you already playing good. So now you come back and like, hold up, I got these little knicknacks good. I'm about to come back even more explosive than this. Ain't no losing his role. It
Cole,
ain't no point
excuse
guard like
coffee,
Zoe. He's an
coffee. Let me
anomaly.
just say one more thing. I'm just saying because if he has COVID, bro, because we saw this with LaMelo Ball, we
That's a
didn't know
cap.
what we
Stop
didn't.
saying
We
that
didn't,
word. Stop
excuse
saying
me.
that's a cap. But go ahead.
I'm just saying when we didn't know what LaMelo Ball got into a COVID protocol, we didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden, he comes back and he was like, "Oh, I had this and that," and we found out he had COVID. It could be the same situation with Lonzo Ball, and we might
Look.
not see
Melo
him
Ball
Charlotte
for the
came back.
next
Hornets.
2 weeks.
Look. Melo Ball came back. Hit you for
Charlotte
27,
Hornets. Charlotte
didn't he?
Hornets.
And
Hit
no,
you for
that was
27, didn't
excuse me. And the Hornets were losing, and then after that, the last 3 games, the next 3 games after that, he wasn't playing well.
he? Check me out. He came in and dropped 27, right? You know where they played, right? They played David Lillard. No, you
Nope.
know they played, right?
And what
Right?
did he do the next 2 games? What did he do?
Look.
What did he do the three
That's the
games he
call. That's
come back from
Borrego.
COVID?
Borrego set the man out for 7 to 8 minutes. Come on,
What
Borrego.
did
Come
he
on,
do?
bro.
Wait,
That
bro, he
look.
wasn't. But
That's
he
a
wasn't the
dumbass example.
same, bro. He
That's a
was not the
dumbass
same
example.
after
Go
COVID,
with another
bro.
example. That's a dumbass
Stop
example.
it, bro.
Shout
All
out
How
right.
is that a
to
dumbass
shout out to
example?
That's a
Jets.
dumbass
Come on,
example.
bro.
I thought you knew the game of basketball, bro. If you know
You're
the game of
getting cooked,
basketball,
like,
when he
bro. You
come
don't.
back,
I guess
when he
No,
you
you
come
don't
don't
back,
know
he's gonna
understand
be
what I'm
shit.
even.
saying, bro.
He's
I
gonna
think
be
you got
even
to take
greater.
your
He's
cap
gonna be,
off so you can
look.
actually understand what I'm
It's a
saying,
win-win.
bro.
Take your panties
Too
off. I keep
tight
telling you.
around
Take
your
your
Yo,
panties.
head.
Take
listen,
your panties off.
listen.
It's
Can you
squeezing
stop
your
Every
saying
time you
that?
say
forehead, that
it, I'm
Damn.
big
gonna tell you
ass
take your
head,
panties
bro.
Listen,
off.
You
hold
cover
on,
Every
hold
time
half
you
on.
your
say it,
damn
I'm
head,
gonna say
boy.
take
What's
your
wrong with
panties
you?
off. All
Your
right.
head
Oh
shaped
man.
like my
Zoe is
big
a
toe, boy.
win-win
Get your little
situation
big headed
when he
ass
come
on,
back.
bro. How your head so big and
I'm
you don't
glad
know
I
nothing
heard. I'm
about
glad I came
basketball,
on this.
coffee?
Look,
You
I'm
tripping, bro.
undefeated, bro. I'm
Your head
undefeated.
is too big for
Look,
you to not know nothing
and look,
about
and your
basketball, bro.
panties too tight.
So you got a big ass head with a little ass brain in it.
All right, y'all. We got. Listen, we got to talk basketball, man.
Attached. You emotional attached. I
coffee,
got you. You emotional
coffee,
attached.
Come
It's a
on,
coffee,
win-win
bro.
situation.
Juju don't know
Let's
shit.
talk back. Oh no,
You
but
wearing your hat
look,
like we in
It's like
1999, bro.
Floyd.
It's
all right, hold on. I
2021.
gotta talk. All right, man.
Turn your hat to the
Juju,
back.
you good? You good, Juju?
All right, I'm
Don't
done.
take it seriously. Don't take it
I'm done. I'm
seriously.
done.
Let's get.
It's like
Hey,
Floyd
hold on,
Mayweather
I
all
just
also
right,
got I
said.
got a
hold on, man.
It's
troll,
Hold
like
man.
on, man.
Floyd.
Hold on. Let's get the
It's like
business,
Floyd
man.
Mayweather.
Hold on. You getting too excessive. You see, it's getting cracking here, Hayes. You see what's going on,
Bro,
Hey, you know it's getting
everybody,
cracking. Every
bro,
time I come on, I'm gonna get it
everybody,
cracking.
coffee,
Every time I come on, I'm gonna
Coffee,
get
coffee,
it
stop,
cracking.
chill,
coffee.
chill,
Everybody in chat
coffee.
is disagreeing with you right now,
Hey,
bro.
What?
Everybody is on your
look.
Don't
ass,
scream it.
Everybody in chat, just watch the
Come
game
on,
tonight.
bro.
Watch the game tonight, and you better pray that they win. Cause if they lose, it's gonna make
Bro,
Zoe
they're going to
look
win,
even
bro. What are
good.
you talking
Look,
about? They're going to
you
win.
better
You
pray
keep
that they
talking about
win.
if they
Okay.
lose.
No,
Do you
No,
want
we
pray
the
don't
they
Bulls
know
to
that. We don't
lose.
got
lose?
ESP.
Coffee, do you
No,
want the
play
Bulls
they
to lose? You
pray they
said that
Look,
like
lose.
3 times
look.
now.
I want
Why
them
are
to
you
go.
talking about the Bulls
I
losing?
want them to go
Come
undefeated. I
on,
want
bro.
the Bulls to go
Stop
undefeated
Is
for
it.
this the
2 weeks.
Golden Girls?
You don't
I'm
want
No,
the
gonna be
Bulls to
out for
go
2 weeks.
undefeated, bro.
no,
You
I'm gonna
want
be
them
out
to
for 2 weeks,
lose.
so we go
You You
undefeated.
want them, no
But
coffee. You want them to
but
lose so Lonzo
but
Ball can be
if they
praised when he
lose,
comes back, and then
bro,
we need Lonzo Ball to win.
bro,
No,
if
that's
they
all you
lose though,
want, bro.
bro,
It's not about the team,
gonna
bro.
feel sick.
Come on,
I
man.
hope they go undefeated, but if they lose tonight, start tonight. This where it's all go down there tonight. If they lose, start
You want
tonight,
to bet
bro.
on that?
I'm
You
gonna
want to
think
bet on
about
it?
you and
Let's
your
bet on
panties.
it.
I'm gonna think about you and your panties. If they
Coffee, let's
lose
bet on
tonight,
it.
all right?
Coffee, let's bet on it. You got
Yeah, we
all this
gotta stop. Yeah,
BBB
we, yeah,
gear.
listen, we
You
got
got this tight ass BBB hat. Let's bet on it. Let's put money on
listen,
it.
we gotta
If they
stop
lose,
saying that.
if they lose, I know I'm getting
Come
to you
on,
now.
bro.
See,
We got to
We
stop.
gonna see.
We got to stop saying that, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, look,
Oh man, bro, I gotta get on the hat, bro. That shit too
I got
tight,
you,
man.
Flight. I got you, Flight.
Yeah,
But
thank
look,
you.
bro,
Yeah, come on,
stop
right
getting
foot me
emotional,
down.
bro. Stop getting emotional. And look, it's all. Look, this is
Come
what
on,
basketball is
bro.
all about. You talk BS, you talk back and forth. It's good
All right,
competitive
coffee.
business.
We about to talk basketball now, man.
All
Coffee.
right, good. So look,
Yeah. Hold on.
they
We got
win.
other
We
people
won.
in here.
Okay, good.
All right, hold on. All right, man. Hold on, coffee. Just give us 2 seconds. We got to
Got my
introduce
boy
the people.
Hayes in here. What's
Yes,
good,
thank you. We're
Hayes?
trying to introduce the guys. We got Hayes in the building.
Yeah,
What's
go,
good,
go, dog.
Chicago?
Hayes, I know you got to
I'm gonna
be
get
on
it
my
popping.
side,
I'm gonna
bro.
get it popping
Hey,
every
I
time.
know
I'm
you
gonna
I
get it.
been
literally
listening,
just
bro.
hopped in. I have no idea what y'all
Look,
like. As soon as I saw that y'all were live, I just hopped on the
You
stream.
know I'm gonna
Like,
get it
first off,
popping.
Hayes, look, this is what they're on me about. The first thing I said was, this is bad. This if Lonzo has COVID and he's out 2 weeks, I just think that's gonna be bad for when he comes back, especially if the Bulls are winning. And I also think it's kind of gonna like disrupt like his role on the team because we saw he was just in a rhythm, he was just in a flow. So anytime you get pulled out of being in that flow, there's going to be a negative impact on your individual play on the court. And these dudes are coming. How is that cap, bro?
Cap, because
I
he's a
think that's
professional.
fucked up,
He
though,
know how to stay training. He's a professional. When I train professionals, they keep on training, no matter the situation or adversities. All right. You
We're
ever train
talking
a
about
professional before?
COVID-19, bro.
Bro,
I
that's
think
look. Stop mentioning.
COVID-19. We're
Look,
not
stop
talking
saying.
about.
Look, stop mentioning
No.
that. Stop mentioning that. That's a
Okay,
cap. Stop mentioning that.
okay,
Just say.
okay. He don't
Just
got
say.
COVID. Okay.
Whoa, don't go too in depth, coffee, please. Let's
yeah,
leave it right there.
Here's
You
the
Yeah,
know,
thing.
we
man.
got
Here's
to
the,
So does
listen.
COVID not exist or something,
I'm
bro?
gonna ask
Like,
you,
are you a
bro.
doctor?
bro.
I'm
Let me
gonna ask
talk.
you,
Let me
bro.
talk, my brother. You had your time. Let me talk, brother. Like
Thank you.
Yeah, it was
so
his question, by the way. Thank you.
This is the thing. It depends if he's asymptomatic or not. We have seen some players in the NBA that do have cardiovascular issues when they do have COVID-19, and it does stop them from being able to train. So he may just not physically be up to it. Now, if he's asymptomatic, he's probably going to do like Zach did. He's probably going to work out. He may. Well, we'll see if Zach gets right back in the rhythm. But to just say that it automatically isn't going to stop his rhythm, I can't say that either. I can't say if it is or isn't. It really depends on how he's affected by having COVID-19. On top of that, like what he can and can't do.
What
But
about
I
his
mean,
role on the team, Hayes?
as far as his role on the team, like this is what I will say, especially because Lonzo started getting more aggressive with players being out, and you do want to see him build on that momentum. I just hope that they don't go back into the way they were running offense before, where it didn't allow Lonzo really the time to have those aggressive moments. But as we know, Lonzo's contribution isn't just stat wise anyway. But I like the aggression we've been seeing from Lonzo. I like the freedom Lonzo's been having with more opportunities and everything like that. And it'll remain to be seen. But I think as of right now, especially without Vooch playing up to what his standards were, they'd be crazy not to allow Lonzo to keep getting the touches that he was getting. It just depends on what's going on. Don't forget also, like the time window, they shrunk it down. So it's going to go down from 10 days to 6 days. I know they got that approved. I don't know if it's being implemented or not yet. If it's only 6 days, he's going to be missing. He's still going to miss 5 games because the Bulls have a lot of games this week. But you know, that amount of time, you would expect him to be able to come back in rhythm pretty quickly. But I understand where you're coming from, Juju. I mean, there is absolutely that chance, and you don't want to see them go back to what they were doing before.
Yeah, because wait a second. Before I was where everybody rolled in here, I was stating that Lonzo had the leverage. Tonight, I was just getting excited. I done put the post out for the game and everything. You know, I thought Lonzo with Levine coming back, he would have had the leverage tonight where Levine been watching, you know. So you're not just going to snatch it out of his hands and say, Lonzo, get your ass in the corner. Lonzo had the leverage to say, no, you get your ass in the corner, or I'm running this offense, you know, but I don't know how it might be I think it's going to be another collision course, you know. It's just crazy, man. It's gonna be another power struggle for this basketball, man. I mean,
I don't see it.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like with all due
Niggas
respect,
not taking that into no contest,
with
bro.
all due
Niggas
respect,
is not taking that in no contest, bro. We talking about two dudes that need the ball in their hands to be successful, man. This is gonna change the role, bro. Lonzo Ball was playing his best basketball when he had the ball in his hands more, bro.
He don't know basketball, so
Come on,
I'm gonna go
man. You
say it
just
like
been
this.
getting cooked for like
I'm gonna say
15
like
minutes
this.
straight,
Look,
bro. Come on now.
Flight told me to calm it down, so I ain't gonna talk about your panties. So I ain't so listen to me.
And I ain't gonna talk about that tight ass hat
analogy.
no more, bro.
Listen on this basketball analogy, guys, because you
Spend
capping if you can't
$500
listen.
on that hat.
You capping if you can't listen, bro. I'm gonna listen to you. Go ahead.
I've been listening to you for about 3 days now, bro. You been talking for like 24 hours straight.
I'm quiet. Let me
talking about?
You give. Go ahead. Go.
I already cooked you. I said what I had to say.
What is Caruso gonna do?
Get that Dr. Seuss book shit out of here. Now check me out.
Come on, man.
If Zoe, like the brother said before, That asymmetry, all
What
that old business right
Caruso
there.
gonna do?
Look. When it come down to it, he's a professional. He gonna get down either way, whether it's 6 days, 10 days, whatever the protocol is. He gonna get down anyway. I hope the Bulls continue to win it. I hope it's a win-win situation for Zoe. It's a win-win. But if they lose, just like you got your butts, if they lose, and it better not be no bad losses, you better just lose tonight. Don't lose no more. You're gonna know that Zoe is the key to that team, like I've been telling you all the time. The spacing, the everything. You know what I'm saying? If you're on some real business, you know the game of basketball, you know it's about spacing. You know it's about possessions. Possessions is everything. You just can't come down and just burn in the charity strike, whether it be DeMar or Zach LaVine. You got to make everybody else around you better. And if they can't make everybody around them better, it's going to be a wrap, bro. Now, let me see the answers you give.
I'm with you on that one. Listen, I
got a migraine.
to see Lonzo's impact on this team. I'm telling you, but
Telling
I
you,
do
Joe.
think that Levine and DeRozan, they could just go 8, and
Right.
and still carry them over because I don't think it's a lot of tough games.
bro.
I look at the schedule. But go ahead, my fault.
Like Coffee, do you not understand? Lonzo Ball just played his best basketball when he had the ball in his hands and he had more freedom and opportunity to do what he needed to do on the court. Now that he's going to be taken out.
That ain't his best basketball.
Now that he's going to be taken out of the lineup, and like I said, potentially the Chicago Bulls will play well. Huh? What?
You talking? Go ahead. Say your piece.
Yeah. Shut up. Thank you. Okay. Like I said, potentially the Bulls are going to win games with DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, pushing this offense. So I understand what you were saying. It doesn't matter about the stat sheet per se and all of those other things, but we know that the Chicago Bulls, they need a third offensive guy. They need Lonzo Ball to step up. Just like you said, he's the key of this team. So if he's not getting the same freedom, if he's not getting the same opportunity, and he doesn't do the same things, this Bulls team's future isn't going to be as good as we think it will be, bro. That's all.
What makes you think he's not going to get the same opportunities, bro? Come on, that's Zoe.
Because we saw it earlier in the season.
He got a coach believing in him. He got a coach that believes in him. Anytime you don't see Zoe shoot the ball, that's because Zoe. Ain't nobody controlling Zoe but Zoe.
Let me talk to you.
He got a great coach now.
Hold on. Let me talk for a
Coffee, we've already seen this though.
Please let me get this Coffee. I want to introduce something else. Juju, you be Juju, you be saying all the time that if stuff. You be throwing if stuff in there all the time. Juju, stop doing that.
Y'all are saying if.
Outrageous. Listen though, when you be going with that if
the Bulls lose.
Whoa, listen, Juju, when you be going with that if, you always be introducing that. What if this is Juju? It's like I said before. What if all that do take place? That means that gonna make everybody else step up. Do you recognize that? But when you recognize that gonna make the Bulls a better team when it comes down to the playoffs because everybody know their roles.
It's not going to make the Bulls a better team if Lonzo Ball is not playing the same way he just played for the last 2 weeks.
You listen to me.
Let Burn cook. Let Burn cook. Go ahead, Burn.
This is the point, Juju. My whole point is this. Look. Thank you. Look, Juju, this gets to my point. This gets to the narrative of the whole thing. Your narrative, not mine. Because I say, hold on, don't worry. It get greater later. You saying, look at let's panic right now. We just jump Zoe from the car. You didn't care nothing about Zoe in the first place. So when I listen to your message, I listen to it with a long spoon. Because I know right now you got a mission. And I don't know what your mission is, but my mission is
my mission
because I know the truth.
Don't ever get into it, man. Don't ever get into it.
He said a mission. What you mean by a mission, Vern? I'm just saying the facts, bro. If he has COVID, which is potential, that's what it could be. That's going to affect your game when he comes back.
Your motive.
What are you talking about?
That's not the facts, though. That's not the fact. That's not the facts, though.
I just said an example. I just brought up LaMelo. I just brought up LaMelo Ball. We didn't know what LaMelo Ball had until he came back, and they said he was experiencing these symptoms. And I was struggling with this. I was struggling with my breathing. I could barely move. I couldn't work out. Things of that nature. And we saw it in his game. Yeah, he dropped 27 the first game, but after that, he wasn't doing anything. He just now started picking it up. We see that COVID affects players' game when they come back. It's the same thing could happen with Lonzo, and you're sitting here telling me that that's not going to be a bad situation.
All you know, bro, all you know is the narrative they push. We don't know nothing unless we next.
Caruso.
I'm going to cut you off. Hold on, y'all. We got to let everybody go. My bad, Uncle Vern. we got to move on a little bit from what the hell y'all was going. Let's get to the basketball talk going on here, man. So, what happens with this roster, Hayes? Because you're a Bulls fan. How do you see this whole thing taking place with Lonzo out now? Because Lonzo pretty much was the guy who stuck around, through the long haul.
You mean with what's everybody out now? I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be filling in by committee. Like I've been on your channel a lot talking about how much Lonzo makes everybody better defenders with him just being on the court with talking to his teammates and everything. But the Bulls were 12th defensively with a much worse roster, even what they have now. So they're going to be able to play some solid defense. Are they going to be as versatile as they were without Lonzo or Caruso? Hell, fucking no. It's going to be a tough ass night, and they're going to have to play. They're going to have to play some tough ball and be smart in what they do, both offensively and defensively. But somebody's going to have to step up. I don't know if Kobe's going to start. I don't know if Io's going to start in place of Lonzo Ball. But it's going to have to be defensive by committee, and they're going to have to show now. All right, what have we learned this season? Keep in mind their coach is also out, so we don't even know how much the scheme's going to change or the rotations are going to change. Anyway, we're just having a different coach out there. This game is going to be very interesting for a lot of different reasons. A different coach out there. Players now that are going to be completely out of the rotation, new players in. Ersan's going to have to step up to be the first big man off the bench for a lot of minutes for us. So it's a lot of unknowns right now tonight. But it's going to have to be next man up like they have been doing, and they're going to have to play smart. And if they have those lulls where they go long stretches without being able to score and allow Indiana to score as well, it's going to get very ugly, very quick possibly for the Chicago Bulls. So they're going to have to play and execute very, very intelligently.
Very ugly, very quick. That matters. See, it's important, dog, because it's infectious what Zoe bring, what your man Caruso bring. If your offense game not on, you can always bring your defensive game every night, no matter what. So everybody got to, like you said, bring that defense. Now, in the event that they don't, and it go down the way I think it's going to go down, it's going to be a sad commentary for a lot of people that talk a lot of business about Zoe, a lot of negativity about Zoe. I'm telling you right now, that man is an anomaly. He keep everything going. He's infectious. It ain't just about no damn points. It's about mood change, knowing your personnel, seeing everything. Look, I know he need the ball in this spot to be successful. I know he need the ball in this spot to be successful. I know I need to get him involved because he ain't got no touches. I know he running the flow. Think about it. If you a big man, you running the flow, right? And the guard come down there and lay it up while you running the flow, you ain't gonna even get down no more. Your whole morale gonna go down. You like, he didn't pass me the ball and I was ahead of him. See what I'm saying? That's what Zoe do with everybody before you even outlet. His brain see it. I need to get him involved right now. He's down there. Let me get him this ball. Get him going. Case in point, Alfonso McKinney dropped 16 points. Come on now. Why you think that is? Come on now. So we're going to see tonight. It's going to be very interesting. But for all those that's been talking negative about Zoe around the world, this, that, and other, for those that's like on some real Zoe business focus, you can't straddle the fence, man. Either you on this side or you on this side. Ain't no straddling the fence. Ain't no in the middle. You on this side, you on this side. We all want the Bulls to win if you're a Bulls fan. But if they don't win, for everybody that's talking all that business, then you're going to see what the real is. Because Zoe's an anomaly, man. Ain't no point guard like him, period.
Come on, so you saying the Bulls gonna lose tonight?
Look at you. You always say if.
You want to put? I'm asking you. I said I didn't say if. I said are the Bulls gonna lose tonight, sir?
If I had ESP, I'll tell you,
sir,
and me what the lottery number gonna be. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do. I ain't got ESP. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Mr. Coffee, what's your prediction for tonight? Are the Bulls losing or winning, sir?
My prediction is if it don't go your way, you're gonna be sick, bro. Because I'm really gonna cook your ass.
I'm saying they're gonna win. I want the Bulls to win. Don't we all?
If it don't go your way, just remember this. If it don't go your way, I'm going to cook your basketball knowledge. I'm going to cook your basketball insight.
Okay, we're going to see.
All right?
Remember that, bro.
All right? I'm going to cook your basketball insight. I love insightful information as related to basketball, but all this analytics got to be out the door, dog. It got to be out the door. We can't just do it analytics.
We're going to see. I'm going to pull up tonight. We're going to see. Make sure you here tonight, bro. I'm going to pull up tonight, bro.
Defense
when the Bulls win.
Even with Zoe being out there. So I get what you're saying, right? And I get what, especially the people who are naysayers on Zoe. But even if the Bulls lose tonight, you can't use that for go ahead, Dex.
Oh, yo, dude. Okay. No, what I was getting ready to say was I see where Coffee point is, because you got to remember that DeMar DeRozan, on choosing to come to the Bulls, he based his decision a lot on Lonzo's being
Big
on the
facts.
team.
Big facts.
So even he realized that Lonzo is a mesh to solidify the Bulls and make them run in a way where there won't be any type of super greed or over exceeding one's boundaries when it comes to playing basketball and having the ball in the hand and be influential and impactful during a game. We all have seen Lonzo take a back seat willingly. You follow what I'm saying? And then
Facts.
we have also seen Lonzo surge and
Facts.
purge on certain teams. We have seen that. So Lonzo's ability on this Bulls team right now and the way it's constructed is very, very, very important.
Facts.
And when we have seen Kobe White, we have heard Billy Donovan speak about Kobe White and why it was significant to go after a player like Lonzo, because that's the only thing that the Bulls was basically missing was a point guard that's going to get everybody a feel and touch of the basketball. So
Big
by
facts.
him being out, unfortunately, now they have to scramble on who's going to sacrifice their game to feed everybody else, so other players can feast and keep their numbers going. Alonzo made sure that these two MVP candidates kept their numbers going.
Facts. Big facts. Come on, Chicago. Let me hear from you.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Chicago Central.
No, what's up?
Let me hear from you, bro. What you think about that take? I got big facts on Dex. Dex know the game.
I mean, again, like nobody's doubting what Lonzo means to the team. Like Lonzo being here is absolutely a big part of why things can work as smoothly and seamlessly as what they do. Like, I don't know if this is your first time seeing me on Flight Sports TV. I give Lonzo his flowers all the time for what he does outside of just what shows up on the stat sheet. But again, to say that the Bulls, and I don't know if that's what you're saying. Again, I came in the middle of you and Juju at the height of your argument, so I don't even know what started it. But like
he said the Bulls were going to
ahead.
lose. Hayes, that's what when he said the Bulls were going to lose. I had to go and cook them up right quick.
Juju,
You know
you
what
a
I'm
cap.
saying?
Let me
Because that's
go
cap.
ahead, Hayes. Juju, you a cap. Go ahead, Hayes.
And that's
Bro,
the thing is that even if the Bulls do lose tonight, even if they do, even if they do lose tonight, again, it's a lot more going on than just losing Lonzo. Lonzo is absolutely the key. But let's see what and why they lose. We've seen them lose games they shouldn't, even with Lonzo on the court. Again, that's not to take away from what he means to this team and the heartbeat of this team. But again, I'm not willing to say it either way because we haven't seen it yet. Lonzo's the one player we haven't seen the Bulls have to play without so far this season. So let's see how they play without Lonzo. Let's see how they make that up before we start saying what they can and can't do without Lonzo. We just
Big
haven't
facts.
seen it.
Big facts. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Hayes, is you got to see. Right, we ain't got no
they still
ESP.
got one of the more talented rosters in the
keep
whole
saying
league, man.
if. I'll take what Hayes said, dog. You got to
said
see
if. I never said if. I just said they
Oh.
have one of the most talented rosters in the league. They have 2 MVP candidates. They also have Vucevic. They have multiple players. Ayo Dosunmu is coming back in the lineup, bro. So we can't just
They
talk
also have
about one.
Vucevic.
Like
You said they also have
it's not
Vucevic.
like they're just a bad team without Lonzo, bro. They still are very much talented, bro. So why are we underrating them right now and trying to wish bad luck on them? That's what it feels like, Coffee, when you talk
Who
about
wishing bad luck?
true.
Who wishing bad luck?
Come on, bro.
If I see you and I disagree with you, that's not bad luck. That's just me disagreeing with you. All right,
that's bad luck. When you say lose, when we have all these pieces on the roster and we've been doing well all season, bro, that is bad luck, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. Stop speaking that into existence, bro. You a BBB fan. You know about speaking stuff into existence. So don't speak on the Bulls losing. Don't say that on this earth, bro.
They win, bro. I said if they win, Juju, dude, you gonna tell me? You gonna make me tell you something, bro? Look, I said if they win, bro.
Y'all need the glove.
I said if they win, that's a win-win for Zoe. If they lose, that's a win-win for Zoe. I said I gave you both sides, bro. So what you talking about? If you see what I'm saying?
See, I understand where Juju's coming from, and I'm hoping it's not contaminated where this take about Lonzo importance is being inflated. You feel me? Like Chicago Bulls Central was saying, is that you have to wait to see what this team look like in his absence. You follow what I'm saying? Then you can judge about how good or how bad there is without Lonzo. You don't know. The other team might come tonight and just lay down, and Chicago Bulls run all over them.
Right. We
No, they
saw
ain't
it
gonna let that
before.
happen. They ain't gonna let that
Lonzo was
happen.
on the court, bro, when they got blown out the last time by the Pacers. So I mean,
Look. No, bro, that ain't no good analogy, bro. You be saying some
I'm
facts.
just saying, bro. So I'm just saying they could lose tonight. But all I'm saying is,
Look, everybody can lose.
If
Anybody can
Lonzo
lose.
Ball is out 5 games for these next 5 games or 6 games or whatever, I think the Bulls are going to win more times than not.
Okay, good. So look, so what you saying is you got ESP, you can predict the future, you know what's
Yes,
popping.
sir.
Let me know what the lottery number gonna be. What's the lottery number gonna be?
I don't do lottery, man. I can't win people
Okay,
money,
so
bro.
you
I
just
can't win
do
you
the
no
game.
money.
Okay. All
Can't
right,
do
that's
that.
why
That's what I can't read.
well,
Now, if you want to go to a little
that,
fan duel and go to the Indiana Pacers game and the over and under, I might can do a little something on that.
that's
But
why I'm
you doing
saying,
too
bro.
much now.
That's why I'm saying, bro, you gotta wait and see, like Hayes say, watch and see what materialize. Whatever
I understand
materialize,
what y'all say about waiting and seeing, but if I'm going to go off what my eyes have already seen, not for just this season,
your
but
eyes is
for
a cap. Your eyes
years,
is a cap.
DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, they have pieces, bro. You talking about my eyes are capped? So
But
are you saying that
but,
all these
but
players that's on the
Juju,
team aren't good?
but
I'm just getting
Juju,
under your
but
skin,
Juju,
bro. It's easy to get to you, bro. I'm glad you don't play for the Bulls because we
but
really
listen,
messed up
If
because
I
you get
play for the
emotional.
Bulls, man, come on now, yeah, I know.
You get
I'll be
emotional,
out there
dog.
doing my thing.
but
But,
coffee.
but
Hold
look,
on
I
one second. Hold
appreciate
on
you
one
though
second.
because that pushed this dialogue forward because they make everybody in the chat, everybody, it brings spice. And that's how you get views and all go worldwide. It's an opinion.
But
My
Coffee, the
opinion, your
only
fact,
thing about all this is I'm the only one being positive here between me and you. I'm saying the Bulls are going to win, and you're trying to
that's
act as
your
if the
opinion.
Bulls are going to
That,
lose.
that's your opinion. So I'm telling you right now, I want the Bulls to
That's a
win. So now
positive
what?
opinion, sir.
If I'm the source and I'm telling you I want the Bulls to win, what that's telling you, Juju? Exactly. My thoughts
Oh wait, I
exactly.
didn't
You
hear
know
what you
what I'm
said.
saying?
My bad. I didn't hear what you
I
said.
know. I'm always going over your head, Juju, but I'll explain to you in layman terms in a minute. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I can't listen when you saying like 10,000 words in about 2 minutes,
I
bro. What
know,
you want me to
bro. I be
do?
getting you, bro, because it's easy to work you. It's easy to
Hey,
work you.
hold on one second. Hold on one second, guys. See, Juju, what you not taking in consideration is the synergy of the team. Just because it's talented, that doesn't guarantee
Facts.
victory, and it doesn't guarantee loss. But when you know you have a certain level of synergy, that improves your chances of winning.
I
And
Thanks.
understand
Lonzo
that, and
plays
I'm
with
not,
Thanks
and
a
I'm
lot,
synergy.
not,
Mac.
and
I
this
appreciate
I
that,
agree
Mac,
with
in the
you.
chat. My man, Mac, in the chat. My man.
Lonzo improves the synergy of this team, but for me to say that they're just going to completely fall off and start losing without Lonzo, I can't say that when they have multiple players on this team that also have synergy, especially if Caruso can get back in the lineup within the next like 2 or 3
Juju,
games.
can't
This
nobody
team's
say
going to
that,
be good.
Juju. Can't nobody say that, but the synergy that Zoe got and somebody else, you can't compare any contrast, bro. You can't compare any contrast. It matters, bro. All that matters.
I'm not saying it doesn't matter,
Intangibles
Coffee.
matter. You know what intangibles are? Intangibles matters. All that matters. Stuff that don't be in the
Coffee,
box
I
score.
agree with what you're saying, but
All that matters. So what we
Coffee,
can
I
do,
agree with
Juju, what we
that.
gotta do is take a wait and see approach, like my man Hayes
Okay,
said.
that's
I
fair.
love that brother. I'm listening to that brother. You know the game of basketball. Take a look. Let whatever materialize. See from what happened from there, and hopefully we come out with the W. But Juju, on the other side, if we don't, and it continue and kick off a chain reaction, it's gonna be bad, bro. And it's really gonna be bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Because so
Okay.
cold, man, he's an anomaly, bro. He's an anomaly. And the Bulls gonna be great either way. Whether they get first seed, third seed, fifth seed, they're gonna be great either way, bro. They bringing it when they
Yeah,
go to the playoffs. They're gonna
Lonzo
bring it.
finished in the
It's
top
crazy.
four. Yeah, Lonzo Bulls finished in the top four and host a first round home playoff series.
Facts.
The sky's the limit from there.
Facts.
I can't wait till they win, bro. I'm gonna be talking so much shit, bro. Hey,
I know
Flight.
that's
So,
so that's what you want to do.
hey,
So you
wait,
just want to
Flight.
talk
So when I
shit.
come back on
Okay,
here
now
tonight,
no,
bro,
he just want to talk
I
shit.
can talk
Okay.
my stuff, bro. You know
No,
what I'm
you,
saying?
you,
Cause come
you can
on, bro.
take your stuff right
All
now.
right,
Listen,
no. I'm
listen.
saving for the night when they win, cause I'm gonna have that energy. I'm gonna be like, whoo, you know what I'm saying? Now I gotta
Bro,
come in it, and
I'm
you
then
not.
got
Hold,
Monday
and
is
you
really over
wait a
with.
second. See, I got to clear things up. I'm not co-signing everything everybody's saying. I didn't say
Right, Fly,
he
you and
said
me. I
that.
already know it. I
But
already
see,
know
that's
it,
another
Fly.
thing. See, people say things on this channel, and then I get caught with the shit. They start looking at me, coffee running his mouth. They think it's me doing this.
hey, I'm telling you, bro. Look,
Man,
Flight Sports is the most lit podcast ever.
Hey.
Worldwide, and everybody gonna be coming in here. Is gonna have over 100,000, probably a million followers easy. But this will get it going. When Juju and I disagree and they get it popping, they get it popping. That's sauce. That's
Hey,
energy, bro.
Hey,
So it's like that's
you know what
good.
I
Keep it
wanted to
up.
say? I wanted to say something real quick. Hayes, because you're a Bulls fan. What is it like, having a guy like Lonzo? Because I just looking at this, because I looked at Lonzo's Instagram followers. I think I forgot what it is, but he has more followers than Zach
About
LaVine,
7 million.
DeRozan. He got, huh?
I think about 7 million, six
No,
or
it's
seven
over that.
million.
It's like 12 or 11 and 13.
Yeah, I
One
think
or
it's
the
like
other.
11.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lonzo Ball has
came
more
up.
followers than Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Kobe White, who all of them combined. You understand? This man is truly a rock star.
I mean,
Diehard
I think that
fan.
goes to say
What
that
is it like?
Lonzo is exciting not only on the court, but he is the better at social. Like Zach LaVine is boring as shit in real life. Like let's just be real. As a person, Zach LaVine is boring
Damn.
as shit. Like
Nah, Zach
and that's
LaVine would be with
fine.
the strippers,
That's
Hayes. Stop that,
that's
man.
how I would be. If like literally, if I was a famous for anything, like literally, if I
12
was
million.
performing
Lonzo
or
has 12
whatever else,
million followers.
that's the only time you would see me. And then in real life, when I'm with my family, y'all wouldn't see me on social media. But Zach LaVine is a boring ass social media follow. It's terrible. Like if you're looking for anything exciting, do not follow Zach LaVine. You'll be better off watching paint dry because the nigga is boring in real life.
Well,
And
hey,
that's
let me
fine.
I
ask
don't
you this,
know,
Hayes.
Hayes. He got
Hayes, let me
COVID.
ask
He
you
got
this,
in that
Hayes.
COVID, bro.
Hayes,
He was doing
let me
something to
ask
get
you this,
COVID.
Hayes. Let me ask you this. Why in the hell they don't have Zone the All-Star ballot? You know what I mean? On the All-Star thing, I mean,
He
Chicago Bulls
don't.
put
He don't
that
deserve it.
business out there, put Boost
We've
right
talked
there.
about this before. I've talked about this with Flight, I believe, before. So
That's
typically, right?
crazy.
Typically, point guards who don't score a lot of points, the only way they usually get on the All-Star ballot is either by averaging double-digit assists, a crazy number of steals, or every other stat has to be damn near in double digits. So I understand just historically, like even when Rondo wasn't scoring a lot, he made the All-Star team. He was averaging like 10, 11 assists per game and 2 steals.
Well,
So
your man Jason Kidd averaged under that.
well,
He
that's
averaged under
great,
that.
but yeah, and I agree with that. I think overall, why Lonzo isn't on the ballot is because of how good DeMar and Zach are playing now. Does he deserve to be on the ballot? Absolutely. Is he going to be an All-Star? If not this season, by next year, absolutely.
He
This is
should
what
be
I'm
this
saying.
year.
This is what I'm saying.
Listen,
Every chip you can possibly give Lonzo Ball, take all of that. Because at the end of the day, everything that anybody's ever critiqued him on, he's not only made it better, but he made it a positive.
Come on now.
That worked for him. So I'm
Come on.
telling
I
you right
believe
now, if Lonzo doesn't make the All-Star team and he sees 2 other players, and then they fucked the Bulls over listening to DeMar DeRozan as a guard. I looked it up before
Facts.
before I did my
yeah,
last
he's
video.
small forward.
DeMar DeRozan has played less than 20 minutes at a guard position
Yep.
all this season. They
Facts.
fucked
Yep.
the Bulls by listening to DeMar DeRozan as a guard. But
Facts.
keep in mind, I'm not that I like it or not that I agree with it, but I'm telling you right now, Lonzo seeing that, Lonzo's going to come out and he's going to be busting everybody's ass.
Facts.
And just look, giving him another chip on his shoulder. All right, Lonzo's going to come out and he's going to be he's going to be out every All-Star point guard, eligible point guard in front of him for the rest of the season. Lonzo's about to make them his bitch.
Big
Right.
facts. Big facts. Say it again, bro. Say it again, bro. Come on.
Yeah, coffee hype. But listen, the reason why I believe Lonzo's not on the ballot of All-Star is because his game it's been Rocky Road-ish. You know, it's
Right.
been up and down. It hasn't been consistent because you can remember before Dame started making an All-Star, it was a couple of years that Dame was playing at an All-Star level before he got in. CJ McCullough, you know, all these players basically the same thing. Now, once Lonzo, this year will be the year he'll make the All-Star, but he won't be an All-Star team. It'll be next year. So long as he keep his game going the way it's going, he'll definitely be an All-Star next year. A lot of times in the NBA, they always give the precedent to the players who's already been All-Stars. And long as they maintain their numbers, they're going to keep being pushed into the All-Star roster. So once Lonzo starts to play more consistent and be more dominant with his defense at the point guard position, then he will get that nod, an All-Star, or the coaches might have to put him in. You feel me?
Yeah,
The
they
coach might
get
have
in with
put
the
him in.
coaches as well. But y'all remember the year that Derrick Rose, it was like every franchise point guard that he got in front of, he embarrassed that season.
Facts.
Be
Facts.
prepared. Lonzo, I'm telling you, and it may not be scoring wise, it may be defensively. Every point guard that gets in front of him from the point he comes back with COVID to after the All-Star break, especially if he's not named as a reserve, at least either, y'all gonna see some of the best defensive basketball from any point guard in history.
Big facts. Both sides of the ball. Both sides of the ball. Big facts.
Again, every year somebody gets snubbed. I mean, every year somebody gets snubbed.
Yeah, we
So
know that.
maybe this is the year that Lonzo gets snubbed. Last year, LaMelo Ball got snubbed. You follow what I'm saying?
Well,
A couple of players got snubbed.
they gotta
So
have a high profile name.
Look, you better have
right,
Zoe. Why in the hell
LaMelo
you don't
Ball
have
what?
Zoe in
LaMelo
there?
Ball had like
12. He got 12 million followers, and then what's his
and
little brother
LaMelo
got? How
Ball
many
had
followers his little brother
followers.
got? How many Melo got?
I think about 7.
He got 7 million. Look,
I think so.
that's
Yeah.
what's that? 18?
No,
What's
yeah,
that? 19 million?
Lonzo is a rock star. I'm just saying. I think y'all be sleeping on his star power.
I'm
Man,
trying to tell you,
Lonzo
dog. Look,
boring, man.
Yeah,
Y'all talking
listen,
about
Lonzo.
no.
Listen,
Hold on.
listen. Lonzo
Lonzo
is a
is a
rock
rock
star,
star.
man.
back.
No, bro.
Yes, he
No, he's
is.
the
Now he
rapper,
is,
bro.
bro. He
He
is,
not a rock.
bro. He is, bro.
Call him what you want. He a
Lamelo's the
rock
rock
star.
star. Lonzo the rapper.
He is
Melo's
too.
a
Both
rock
of
You
them
know,
are.
star.
I
Both of them
agree with
are.
All
that
of
take.
them.
I agree with
All
Both
that
of
of
them
them
are.
take.
are rock
Lonzo a
stars.
rapper, bro. LaMelo the rock star of the family. Stop
No,
that, bro.
both
We
of
know
them rock
this.
All of
stars,
them.
bro.
Melo is
Both of
too.
them. You talking about 19 million people in the
Listen,
world? 19 million
No,
people,
no, no,
bro.
no. I'm not saying he
Juju, how many
not
people follow
They
famous,
you,
even
Juju?
add
Juju.
How many
Jello
people
in
follow
I'm
there.
you,
just talking
Juju?
about we
How many
talking
people
about
follow
rock
you?
star. You talking about
How
who
many
I
people
would
follow you,
no,
Juju?
LaMelo the rock
How many
star,
people
bro.
follow
Let's
you?
stop. Come
How
on
many
now.
people follow you? Just tell me how many people follow you?
Follow me on Instagram.
Or anywhere in life.
You know what I'm saying? I'm low key, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
We ain't gonna
know, so
talk
you can
about
answer
that,
that
bro.
question. But
Hey,
look, if you
look.
had 19
We ain't
million,
gonna talk
Juju,
about that.
if you had 19 million people follow you, I'd say you're a rock star, bro. That's
Nah,
19 million
bro.
people, and they still got to sell tickets. See the All-Star game, that shit was boring all last year, bro. That shit was boring, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Lonzo
And
gonna
the
be
year
in
before,
3-point contest this year.
you
Y'all
got to
think
have
Lonzo gonna
Zoe,
be
Yeah.
in
you got to
3-point
have
contest
Melo, you
this
got
year?
to have John Morant, you got to have them
listen,
brothers in there, bro. The brothers we want to
coffee,
see. Them to bring that excitement.
Coffee
You know
just
what I'm
want
saying?
to
coffee,
cook Juju so bad. Like
coffee.
we just need to
I
sit
know,
back and
yeah,
do a
exactly.
verse.
No, we ain't gonna do all that. But listen, coffee.
Cool.
Yes,
You
sir.
have to
Yes, sir, Dan.
you have to also understand that Lamelo
Let's cap.
only got like 200 some thousand votes last year, and
Yeah.
you think that
That
all
was
the
because he was a
spamming?
rookie, though.
No.
No,
That's a conspiracy. No,
no.
that's a conspiracy
That
theory.
was that
Ain't
was
no
that
way in
was
the world
that was
that man got
politics.
7 million followers and 200,000. They control the board. They control that voting
Right.
thing. That's a
That
conspiracy
that was
thing.
definitely the NBA. That was
Yeah,
definitely the NBA.
they
But
be
they
controlling that,
did
bro.
it because he was a rookie, though. Because like
Facts,
that's all.
facts. They be controlling that, bro.
Yeah.
Juju,
No, one
Juju,
But
time,
real
hold
talking,
on,
Juju.
wait a second. One time, Zaza Pachulia. Hold on, one time, y'all remember Zaza Pachulia? They had a campaign for him to make the All Star
That you
game.
lagging.
He had a whole bunch of votes, and they held his ass off. He
Facts,
had enough votes to make the All Star game, and they didn't do it. They said they're not going to allow him to make the All Star game.
facts. That's what the NBA be on, bro. That's what they be on. And knowing an anomaly family like the Ball family, with LeVar at the head, I know they sick. So they try to push all the narratives, keep on trying to do this, that, and other. But at the end of the day, if you gonna call it an all-star game, we want to see excitement. And we don't see that no more. You know what I'm saying? We ain't saw excitement in
listen,
the
you
all-star
know
game
what?
since Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Bird. You know what I'm saying? We don't see the excitement no more. I'm tripping. They should. Why they ain't never had Jamal Crawford in the All-Star game? You know what I'm saying?
But,
I mean,
but
so
listen, check
we
this.
want to see excitement, bro.
But coffee,
Not those.
but coffee, this coffee. Go back to the numbers. Lamelo Ball had like 5 million followers at the time, right? And you telling me out of 5 million followers, he couldn't get 1 million votes?
I agree with you, Juju, 1,000%. I agree. That's
That's
how I know
this.
it's a conspiracy theory. The NBA control all that. They know what they're doing. I agree with you 100%, my brother. I agree with you right there.
And now
It's the same.
Lonzo got 12 million followers, and you don't
Right,
think
and
out
he
of
got
12
12
million,
million. He's a
Lonzo
rock
can
star,
get
like
10
Now,
you
million
said.
votes?
I think it is different though between like it is the same type of thing, but I think LaMelo is much more deserving. Like I don't think Lonzo really deserves to be an All Star this year.
No,
That's
no,
just
no,
my
no,
Like,
no,
opinion.
like I
bro. No.
said,
Come on,
That's just my
Juju,
opinion.
you was doing good, Juju.
What you
Now you about
mean?
to get back in my house, bro. And I'm
No,
about
no,
to get
no, no,
back
no,
on
no,
you.
no. Everybody
Come
up here
on, Juju.
knows.
Come on,
Flight.
bro.
No. Flight knows. Hayes knows. I've been praising Lonzo, bro. I say he's done this and that. I just don't think, especially looking at the stats and like what Dets has said, it's been an up and down roller coaster type of season. The only thing that's been really consistent for Lonzo is like the defense, the 3-point shot, and kind of just being unselfish and kind of putting everything together. And those are very important things. But I just think he needs to score a little bit more consistently for him to be on the All-Star level. Instead of 13
No,
points,
I
he got
disagree.
to be
I disagree.
16.
I got to debut. I got to debunk that.
Or he has to have a lot of assists, which he is not averaging a lot. He only has 5 assists. And an All-Star game is a lot about stats, bro. And if you don't have the necessary stats, I mean, you might not make it.
It's unfortunate, and it's a sad commentary that we got to even look at the analytics like that, because if they really did their business and did their due diligence, Nick Van Exel would have never been a second-round pick, along with a lot of others. You know, they don't know basketball. They come out with all this garbage, and then they push the narrative out there, and we follow that. Zoe Ball is an anomaly. What he do for the team is just it's irreplaceable. You can't replace that. You know what I'm saying? How you make 15 players, 14 other players fill on the team is very important. When I got a ball player like that, I got a point guard, I'm a coach on the side, I ain't got the coach. That's my coach on the floor. He doing all that business right there. So when I look at that garbage they push out there and we follow that, we be listening to that. That's all garbage, bro. That man supposed to be in the All-Star game hands down. Easy. He's an all-star. 12 million people don't lie. 12 million people? Come on, bro.
Caruso is going to be available?
I don't think he's going to be available neither.
No, Caruso's not.
Oh, wow. That's going to be murderous.
Yeah. It's about to go up. For real.
Wow.
Juju, you're gonna be thick, bro.
Well, no. Excuse me. I know they don't got Caruso or Lonzo. They still got like what? Ayo, Derrick Jones Jr. Who else? Javante Green.
Yeah,
you know
I love Ayo. I love them brothers. I love Derrick Green.
You acting like they scrubs, bro. Stop,
no, bro. I ain't never called the boys those scrubs. I'm Chicago all the way, dog, to the heart. I train NBA players, bro. I train them brothers, bro.
All right, if they win tonight, I need a Chicago Bulls hat on, bro. If you got one, bro.
No. I'm just gonna give you some more insightful information so I can keep you on this side of the fence.
If they win,
if
they win, that's your L. Because
look, you be straddling the fence. No, they gotta continue to win, bro. And if we don't want to say if, that sound like luck. If you get 4-5 games in the next 6-7 days, they gotta continue to win. Or win 2, lose 1, win 2, lose 1.
That's true. I think they will.
What's the number? What's the line on that? What's the line on the game? Do you know?
Talking about like on FanDuel or whatever. I don't bet, bro.
No,
I don't look at that. Because I'm not putting money on it, so it's
gonna be interesting. I know this though. You're gonna appreciate Zoe either way. Either way it go, it's a win-win situation for Zoe. And the brother's still working out. He gonna be in great shape. It ain't no taking his spot.
Yeah.
That don't happen.
And Kobe White too. My boy was balling out last game. He had like 24. So
Kobe White is not Zoe. Kobe White is not Zoe, bro. He not Zoe. He Kobe White.
I'm not saying that he's not Zoe. I'm just saying they have enough pieces to be Indiana. I think they also have enough pieces to be Atlanta. Like they can go on the winning streak here, bro.
On paper, they talented. On paper, Indiana talented. Now, unless you got ESP, you know the facts. If you don't got ESP, there's no facts. You got to wait till it materialize, bro.
And what is so interesting, we all know that if was a fifth, we all be drunk. But at the same time, we gotta understand that when you lose a key piece like Lonzo and Caruso from the first line of defense, it's going to be very hard for them to adjust with the guards they currently have available to play, because a lot of those guards haven't been asked to do what Lonzo Caruso has been doing or Javante Green thus far.
Big facts. Look, bro, I'm going to exit up out of here. I love you, brothers. Juju. I know you hoping and wishing, brother. I'm praying for your night, bro. I'm praying for your night, little bro. All right.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna see you.
Hey, my brother Hayes, nice to meet you, brother. Uncle Vern, love, brother. My man Flight, love you, brother. Dex, my man, love you, brothers. Out.
Peace.
Yeah.
So, Brother Coffee is very animated, and what I like about him is that he's been in the trenches. See, he's just not know anybody. You know, he's been in the trenches. He's been vetted. He's been in the trenches, and yes, sometimes his voice or his the way he come off can seem or appear to be obnoxious. But if you look past the vivaciousness of this man, you can get a lot of information from him. Trust me, because you ain't gonna be no fluke training on NBA players. And one of the most recent players he trained was Aaron McKinney, and we see what he have done so far, and we'll be able to see what he do today. So that's part of
he coach Alfonso McKinney talking about the dude on the Bulls.
COVID.
Yes.
Okay. I give him flowers on that.
Oh, he's out. Oh, he said he's out.
Yeah,
what?
Kobe out? COVID?
No. Yeah,
Alfonso.
He's out.
Oh man, you got to be freaking kidding me!
No, him and Tony Bradley and Lonzo, all three of them out with in NBA health and safety.
What the heck is going on with the Bulls?
I mean, this has been going on for like 3 weeks now.
They must have went to a
It's
strip club or something. You know what I'm
Lonzo
saying?
said he don't do nothing, right? He said he don't do nothing. That's why I remember you. Didn't you just make a video about that Chicago Central?
no, that wasn't me. But
That wasn't you.
no, not about Lonzo
I
saying that
thought
he just
Flight
goes
did. I
home.
thought Flight did that, bro.
Yeah.
About what? What video?
Didn't you
About
make
why
a
Lonzo
video on
hasn't
Lonzo?
caught COVID.
No,
Yeah.
I never made a video on that.
Oh shit.
Somebody made a video. Well, anyway, yeah, that's a trip in itself. You know what I mean? And like I say, it's alarming and it's a little disturbing that the Bulls are being ravished like this. So somebody has to get a grip on Chicago as far as following these health and safety call protocols. You know what I mean? Somebody has to be telling these dudes, look, man, y'all stay apart from each other or something. Because that's crazy. Unless it's just floating in the air of Chicago. It just might be people in Chicago just might be catching it. I don't know. But I just wish that we sit here and waited for the Chicago Bulls after they've been off for a little while, that we anticipated them coming back and being as vibrant as ever, and now just hits. And I hope this don't demoralize the Chicago Bulls today and they just freaking lay an egg. So if I was a betting man, I'll probably take their opposition.
I mean, you still have to remember though, they're going to be revitalized in a way just because so many players are back. Yeah, it does suck to lose Lonzo and Tony. It sucks to lose anybody to COVID, but this is the first time a lot of these players are playing in weeks. So Levine coming back, he's going to be energized. DeMar being out for sure, and this is really going to be an opportunity for them to show what they can do without a point guard being out there, because no matter who you fill in, Kobe, we've seen he's not the best. His point guard is not his best position. Io, he's a rookie. He can probably do anything, but how much do you want to trust a rookie to do that? So we'll see like who gets to start there. But at the end of the day, everybody's talking about them being both in MVP voting. It's time for y'all to show them MVP skills tonight. That's what it boils down to. And the Bulls, even like I said, they had a much worse defensive team last year, even minus Lonzo and Caruso, and they still were 12th in the league defensively. So I think the coaching scheme there's something to what they get out of players defensively, but you can't replace a Caruso. You can't replace Alonzo and their versatility defensively. That's why I said before, they're going to have to come with it as a team. They're going to have to play extremely smart defense as a team. How they rotate is going to be important because they're not going to have a versatile player like Lonzo who can switch from anything between 1 and 4 and some 5s for short stretches there. So it's definitely going to be important on how they play as a team on defense.
Right. And do you think, like, I got a question, like, do you think also not having Billy Donovan like is a very important to all this that we like haven't kind of talked about? Like, is not having our head coach like kind of more important than some of these players that we're missing?
So what I've said before, and even when I talk about Billy Donovan being out, coaching is really collaborative. I think sometimes we underestimate how much the assistants do have a part in helping decide what the game plan is. And it's not like Billy Donovan, even as a coach, still can't send in or hasn't like been talking to them or helping them plan out the game. He's just not physically going to be able to be there. I mean, don't get me wrong, especially when it comes to like on the fly adjustments and things like that, it's definitely going to be felt. But the thing, I think the thing that I've always doubted Billy Donovan on, or I've had an issue with Billy Donovan, is he is slow sometimes to make adjustments to the game plan. Like he usually does them at half or going into the fourth quarter, but like those micro adjustments sometimes that need to happen, he's not always the quickest to make that. So because of that, I'm interested to see what Fleming does, just because to see if he's a little bit more, since he'll have the bull by the horn, so to say, is to see if he's more flexible that way. But I don't really, and this just may be my ignorance, but like I said, because of how collaborative coaching is in general and game planning is, I don't know if it's going to be as detrimental as some people think.
I think that's fair. Let's see what happens tonight, though. I think the Bulls can beat the Pacers. The Bulls did get blown out. You know, the last time they played the Pacers, I don't know if y'all remember, that was the last time it was no Caruso. The first game Caruso was out, they got blown out. The game was over pretty much in the first quarter. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
We should be able to get that win tonight. Nah.
And then I mean, Indiana's missing Sabonis. Brogdon may be out as well. So they're
Caris
missing like 4
LeVert.
players too.
Ooh, I'm glad you told me that. That just made me feel a hell of a lot
I
better
didn't
for
even know
tonight.
that. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
What about Caris LeVert?
Man,
I
we
mean,
ain't worried about him.
at least what I saw, he's not listed on the injury report. So
Wait, so Sabonis is clear out, and then you said Brogdon might be out.
I mean, Sabonis is technically questionable, but he's been questionable when he missed the game before. So Lamb, Sabonis, Brogdon, all questionable tonight against the Bulls. But with Brogdon being his Achilles, I don't expect, like, Achilles is something you really do want to let heal. So I don't expect him to be there. Warren and McConnell are both out as well. So that's the full injury report. They don't have LeVert listed on there at all. So I'm guessing LeVert's going to be playing tonight.
And then the Bulls are at home, right?
Yeah, we're at home tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Remember all that? Hey, remember all that shit y'all was talking, chat. I'm gonna be back tonight. I'm gonna make sure I watch that game. I'm gonna make sure I'm talking my shit, man. Salute to y'all though.
All right, Juju. Yeah, we got Uncle Vern. You still here? Did you drop your video yet, Hayes? Did you put a video out on this Lonzo news?
Man, I've dropped 4 videos today because I started off today just doing a preview and talking about the fact that Patrick Williams was getting up shots at practice. Then we got the news that Alizé Johnson was cut and they signed Alfonso McKinney to a full deal. So I dropped a video to that a couple hours later. Then we got the Tony Bradley in them news. So I dropped a video for that. And then I dropped the Lonzo video. But the Bulls said, "Hey, Hayes, you took a day," because I took a complete day off for Christmas.
Yeah.
And they said, all right, hold our beer. We got you today. Don't say less. And I've been working and then I still got a halftime hangout to do today for the game and a live stream after the game. So that's gonna be 6 videos for me today in one fucking day. So yeah, I've been working.
Yeah, I feel you. That's what I'm saying. That's a good look. Gotta keep dropping, man. Keep them joints consistent, man. Sky's the limit. It's not about what you did yesterday or the last video. They don't care about the video that you did last one. What the hell are you doing now? What's next?
And it's so funny. Look, they're so, because my studio and everything's in my basement. I have like 3 different sets I can record at. So they're so used to me dropping videos immediately, like legit. Like I took a day off from Christmas and somebody was like, "Hey, Hayes, we need you out the kitchen and in the basement to record a video." I'm like, "You motherfucker, I love y'all. I love my subscribers." But they so used to me dropping videos. It's like when I don't, they're like, "Hey man, where you at?" I'm like, "Damn man, let me have some time to the fan."
That happened to me too. I was actually going to take a day off too. So crazy as it sound, I was literally prepared to do nothing yesterday. But I've seen people in the chat. They was not even chat. They was commenting on my previous videos. Yo, Flight, what's going on? We not doing nothing tonight? What's going on? I'm like, oh man, let me get these dudes something. What the hell is Dex doing up there?
Yeah, that. Well, I have a virtual background. That stream yesterday was good. It was exciting. It was positive. I enjoyed the game and atmosphere that it brought. So I'm glad you did go up. You know what I'm saying? You gave us something on Christmas Day. Like you work hard. You was in a delivery room with your baby. You gave us something that day. So, you know, shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine.
Yeah, you wasn't around there for that. I wasn't necessarily in the delivery room. I mean, I definitely had my computer with me while I was at the hospital, though. And we didn't take a day off. Kept that joint going.
Yeah, you like that background, huh?
Yeah, I never seen it before.
Yeah, that's because if you don't want to, I'm basically in my car, but if you don't want, if you want to look at more of a professional setting, then you go with the virtual background. So that's all good.
It's a good look. Man.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what's next, Hayes? What can the people expect from you, man? Talk to the people.
So tonight I'm having a halftime hangout. That's where I do a quick live stream during the halftime of the game. We usually do that for about 10-15 minutes. It's not super long, but then I'll have my after game show live stream as well. That's it tonight. Like I wasn't even planning. I was planning on not even coming to the studio, but I saw, anytime I see my fam live, I got to try to pop in there when I can. So I saw you guys live before I stepped away from the computer. So I was like, let me go check out the fam.
I was actually prepared to just wait till 7:00 to go live tonight. I was actually going to take a nap and go to sleep, but then this news came out right before I was headed to the bed. I said, no, I got to get going. I was actually right live as soon as the shit happened. Like, as soon as the notification hit my phone, I was right to StreamYard. It was almost happening in one motion. It was like, boom, and boom. It all happened in one motion. This shit was
And that's
crazy.
crazy though, because like I said, we all sitting there waiting for the Chicago Bulls to restart, and now for them to restart, with the players they have available, besides Caruso and Zach. Now it's like they're being ravished all over again. It's like, come on, when is Nightmare gonna stop?
Sure.
Yeah, I see Nico Savage in the comment section. We're waiting for your awaited arrival. You understand? This to speak on this news. We love to hear we got to hear what the hell you got to say. Shout out to Flex all night. He said the halftime hangout is fire. Definitely. Shout out to everybody that's in here rocking with Hayes. Definitely get a whole lot of love. A lot of bullshit is popping, man. It's no better time to be a Bulls fan. I'm telling you.
And listen, I've been through some dark days as Bulls fans, man. So yeah, it definitely feels good right now that we have.
I was in the mall. I ain't seen so much bullshit, and Lord knows when. Mind you, I just got $150 gift card. That's what I got for Chris. I got $150 gift card to the NBA store. So I don't know what the hell I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of bullshit. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna get. Well, but I ain't seen so much bullshit in the damn mall. Like I'm telling you, all the hats. I'm like, damn, man, like they really done turned up for the Bulls. I was like, damn, I'm gonna go grab this motherfucker.
Remember, I warned you guys a long time ago about 3-4 months ago how this portal is being opened up in Chicago. And this is why it is very important that Chicago stay the course, the fans stay the course. Don't give up hope. Don't throw down your sword. Keep your shield up. You follow what I'm saying? Because it's a wonderful time to be a Bulls fan. And albeit that I am a Laker fan, but Lonzo is a part of the Chicago Bulls, so I come with Lonzo. Even though I like Zach, because Zach is Pac-12. You follow what I'm saying? Zach Pac-12, Boots Pac-12, DeRozan Pac-12. So I go hard on the Pac-12. That's the type of dude that I am, and a lot of us from my area, we go hard with the Pac-12 because it represents the West. You follow what I'm saying? The West Coast. So we follow our players wherever they go. And now that you have so many players on one team that are valuable and important and impactful that came from the Pac-12, that give us something to boast about as well as a Pac-12 producing star quality NBA players who are all stars.
Right. It seems like the Brooklyn Nets is starting to turn up a notch. I don't know if people are looking at Brooklyn, but Harden seems to find his footing. Kevin Durant will be back shortly. Kyrie Irving will be back shortly. I think we're not paying enough attention to what's happening in Brooklyn. I think they're about to come with an avalanche and knock out the league, man. I'm telling you, it could happen. So just be prepared for what's going on with Brooklyn.
And another thing, what a lot of people don't know, that Chicago, I'm talking about the city of Chicago, not just Illinois, but the Chicago, and around the Chicago area, they have a real big connection with Southern California. You follow what I'm saying? And as far as family and things of that nature, I have family in Chicago. They've been out there for since I was probably a kid, or even probably before then, because that's all I remember, them living in Chicago and things of that nature. Chicago, Cleveland, and there's a big connection back and forth with Chicago, the Bay Area, as well as Southern California, meaning Los Angeles and the San Diego area with Chicago. So it was easy to make a transition to become a Bulls fan, and then by them being red and black, that made it even more easier for a whole lot of people in California. You feel me? So it's all good, and I have my Bulls gear, as you see. I have what you call custom masks made. See, this is a custom mask right here that's made. I got like 3 of these in different colors for Chicago Bulls, and I really appreciate it, because when I go to Chicago, I always wanted Chicago Bulls to be relevant when I started going back to Chicago, because when Michael Jordan was on the team, I wasn't really, hitting Chicago up like that. You know what I'm saying? So now it's all good going to Chicago and seeing them win it, and hopefully they go ahead and secure them a first round playoff home game, home game series. You know what I mean? That's what I'm really hoping for right now. They finish in the top four. They finish in the top four. Hey, that's a win for the Windy City.
I agree with you, man. Like I said, the Bulls are the second seed in the Eastern Conference right now, a record of 19-10. The Brooklyn Nets at 22-9, and the Milwaukee Bucks is at 22-13. Now, you got the Milwaukee Bucks and you got the Miami Heat on your heels for the Chicago Bulls. You got a little separation, but not much. Maybe a game or two, but I'm telling you, you don't want to get caught up in this because the Bulls could easily be either 1 through 4. I think easily. If they stumble out, which I don't think is possible, they could fall all the way out of there. But let's see what happens. Right now, they're number 2, but they easily could go to the 4th seed. I just want to let people know. So it's not solidified yet for the Chicago Bulls. There's more work to be done. So let's see what happens. I think that's only time to tell. I believe they got a game against the Atlanta Hawks. They got a back-to-back. Yeah, they got a back-to-back. So let's see what happens. In Atlanta, too. So those games are never tough. Never hard. Atlanta lost a big game on Christmas Day. So let's see what happens. And then you got another part of me. You got 2 games against the Hawks. So a home and an away. So let's see what happens with that. Man, this is gonna be a tough schedule. This is gonna be a good one. We'll see what happens,
Yeah.
man.
So if the Bulls go 3-2, it's a win. You follow what I'm saying? That's what we want. We want to see the Bulls go 3-2 while Lonzo is out these 5 games because Zach is coming back. What in the second game? After the second game, is that when Zach come back?
Yeah.
So yeah, they might can hold serve. It's no big deal. Even if they lose this game tonight, it's not a big deal because they have to basically get to chemistry to a place where they're competitive. I don't know how it's going to be tonight with the absence of Lonzo Ball and Caruso. And let's listen. When Juju was up here, I know he was fighting against Lonzo being that much important for the Bulls either win or lose for tonight's game. But what we have to realize is that we have to give Lonzo his due because by Lonzo being that rare type of player that he's not worried about scoring, he's not worried about his stats. All he's worried about is being impactful. If it takes for him to get 10 rebounds, then that's what he's going to go out and do. If it takes for him to score double figures, that's what he's going to go out and do. If it takes for him to try to clamp somebody down, that's what he's going to go out and do. So Lonzo is the type of individual you cannot hold him to stats like other individuals who are selfish basketball players. Because Lonzo is not a selfish basketball player. And that is something that we underrate and underappreciate by today's young men that's in the game who wants to win at all costs. And if I have to reduce my role to keep the chemistry flowing in order for us to be competitive, then that's what I would do. So I want to shout out Zoe Ball on that right there to coming to Chicago, not being disruptive and just meshing in, melting in, and seeping in and being symbiotic, if I could say that word, to the Chicago Bulls winning ways.
I agree with you, Dex. Great point. Like I said, the only time going to tell, I think we was just, like I said, Lonzo Ball, we was about to see another evolution. This time we seen with Zach LaVine, Lonzo passed the test. People thought when my man DeRozan got back, they thought Lonzo was going to go back to his the way he was playing at the beginning of the season. That didn't happen. Lonzo checked that off. You was about to see a situation where the whole team was pretty much intact, and Lonzo would have the opportunity to show he could excel, in that environment. I'm just upset that he didn't get that opportunity, because I felt like some of that was about to take place.
Hey, Flight.
Yeah.
Hey, look here. Hey, look here. Okay, now we know they're gonna be playing tonight. Look, you gonna go out and come back in, and you gonna stay on all night? Because I want to know if you're gonna stay on all night because I'm gonna follow you.
What? Staying
What
all
are you
night so
gonna
you
do?
can
You
what?
gonna be? Yeah, I want to follow. See what you're gonna do. You coming back on tonight? What time you coming back on? About 6 when the game start?
I haven't decided yet. More than likely.
Yeah, we're gonna be likely.
Yeah, we're gonna do something. We will be
I
on.
bet.
No, what he's asking you is that are you shutting down this stream and starting a new stream?
I don't know. It's
Right.
up to the people right now. Right now, I'm rocking out. I got a little bit of time. If nobody shows up, we'll shut this shit down and get ready for the game tonight. I
Man,
mean,
ain't
it's up
going
to the
nowhere.
listen. It's up to the people. You understand? Shit. What the hell y'all want to do? Shit. I don't got shit to do.
Well, hey, listen. I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday festivities and got what they wanted. I was blessed to receive a Laker game. You follow what I'm saying? And being in the Laker suites and watching the game from above. That was the very first time I actually did something like that. Normally, my seats are damn near to the floor. You know what I'm saying? But this was the first time I was
1,800 people. I'm sorry, Dex. I was talking to somebody else. My apologies.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to string along some small talk. That's all. And so it was fun watching the game from above. Now I understand why the football coordinators sit in those skyboxes and watch football from the higher level. Is because when you see that, you see every nook and cranny of the game, and it is very exciting to watch from that level because nothing escapes you. And I want to thank my girl for that. You know what I'm saying, for putting me in the suite and watching and being amongst a lot of people. A lot of brothers and sisters that was up there, and it was a lot of money involved up in that suite. You know what I'm saying? So pockets was heavy. So I appreciate her putting me in that environment, and that was my basically. Even though I don't practice Christmas, but that was basically my holiday gift. And so shout out to you, baby doll, for putting your boy up in there like that. You know what I'm saying? I felt very good with the VIP interest and everything.
That was a good look, man.
The only thing about it, Flight, is that I was hoping that I could get more clear footage because my signal was just dying out big time up on that thing, man. It was crazy because when I look at the video, I can see good, but when I look at the replay, like when I went back to the stream and looked at the replay, I was like, damn, this video is all fuzzy. You follow what I'm saying? But when I was recording it, it looked clear.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Hey,
what the heck that
Dex.
was about.
Hey, Dex, I'm gonna run something past you while you was talking. I was thinking.
Yeah,
Hey, Dex,
Uncle
look here.
Brad is crazy.
Yeah, he
Thank you,
always
Fly.
coming at me.
I love the way you say that, Fly. I take it as a positive way, Fly, not as a negative way, like I
No,
used
no,
to take it,
I
cause
mean
I
it in
ain't
a funny
crazy.
way. When I say you crazy, I mean that in a positive way too.
Yeah, what? Hey, Fly, you gotta watch what you say. Remember, I told you I got a psychiatrist, Fly.
Yeah, I know. I know.
So,
You
yeah,
said, hey,
thank you,
Dex, let me
Fly.
run something by you right quick. Okay, run it by him, man.
Yes, sir, Vern.
Oh, hey, thank you, Dex. Hey, Dex, look, I was gonna ask you at first about this thing, like here, about about Lonzo. Lonzo going in a real direction right now, Dex, and he's going to prove a lot of people wrong, Dex. And to a certain extent, about his ability, it might be you as one of them people that might prove wrong. But would that be a good? I know it'd be a good thing as far as you concerned, because you want to see a brother go ahead. But do you see as far as that hating that's going on right now, you see that to continue to stop after this year is over with? Because Dexter, this is what I was going to say, Dexter. Go back to what I was going to say. You're in a good position. You're in a good position right right now because you're in California. I see the championship coming up out of California or being presented there anyway. I see Golden State to a certain extent, Dex, and you really ain't far from there, and you can get around, Dex. I see you covering that whole situation out there in California with the
Yeah,
Bulls and with Golden State.
yeah. Well, when it comes to the ilk of these haters, and I use that word harshly, ilk. When it comes to the ilk of these haters, it's not going to never stop because they're going to find something to hate about. I mean, they just chase negative stimulation. So I don't know what Lonzo can actually do to turn these guys. You follow what I'm saying? Because they like walking zombies. So it'll be difficult, and I don't even think he should waste the energy to try to turn them. All I think is that Lonzo just should continue to play at the high level that he's playing at, and hopefully that he doesn't succumb to the woes that he had when he was on break with the Pelicans in the first COVID, and he came back to the bubble, and it was a disaster for him statistically as well as probably mentally, and his game suffered, and so he had to basically um, reinvent his game because that's when he became the 3 and D. Reinvent his game. He thrived in that, and now he's in a situation where he's winning. He's feeling good about himself, and he can go full throttle and not worry about any backbiting or any critics that's trying to get in his lane because the ultimate goal is to what? Is to
Win.
win.
Thank you, Dex. And Dexter, this is my point, Dexter. Please let me say this, Dex. This is my point right now, because I'm on not forget fast. My point is, this is what Lonzo do. That's the reason why they got Lonzo, Dex. And I don't give up the ship. I don't jump off of it. Let me tell you something, Dex. Lonzo been winning for a long time. Now, matter of fact, Lonzo been winning before Melo was winning.
That's
I'll leave
that.
it
Yeah,
there.
you're right. You're right. But like I said, the Ball brothers come on a string, and it's just sad that individuals will try to seize the moment to try to divide these brothers, and it's not going to happen because as the season continues to go, Lamelo Ball, Leangelo Ball, and Lonzo Ball will unfurl their game. You follow what I'm saying? And when that happens, it'll be blossoming like a flower. So when Lonzo was in that bubble, I take that as a being in the cocoon. You follow what I'm saying? You
I
know the
already know.
you know the mythology of the caterpillar to the butterfly.
Yeah.
So when
Check
Lonzo
more the
was in that,
metaphor. What is the metaphor
yeah,
to manifest? What is it?
right? The metaphor. So
Yeah, okay.
When Lonzo was in that cocoon, he was in that bubble. He was in that cocoon. So yes, it was very ugly
Manifest.
because because a caterpillar, when you look at a caterpillar, it could be scary to some people. You know what I'm saying? It's not the most beautiful looking squirmy creature that crawls on the earth. So when he went into that cocoon and he came out of that cocoon, he went through the metamorphosis, and now we seeing him blossom and flying, floating like a butterfly. And so all he needs to do is
Right.
continue that process and make sure his wings are not clipped. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that his wings are not clipped by being subjected to the health and safety protocol by the NBA. That he'll come out with no symptoms like Lamelo or DeMar DeRozan and just continue to thrive.
Yeah,
I agree.
I do
I
too.
agree with you.
But and like I said before, yeah, and flight, like I said before, thank you, flight, for jumping in. Like I said before, Dex, it's no need for concern.
Yeah, I
Back to
agree
you,
with you. I don't think there's
Dex.
no need for concern. No, I agree with you, Vern. I don't think there's no need for concern. I think Lonzo Ball is mature enough and in his game where that part of his maturation, because he actually put the NBA on notice, and he brought like people say, "Oh, LeVar put a target on his back." Well, Lonzo put a target on his own back when he said, keep that same energy and check my stats next season. Yes or no?
Right.
And he improved. You understand what I'm saying? Even though he was
Yeah,
subject
I
to a
heard.
3 and D role, he still improved. So he put that target on his own back. So when people come out with this contaminated narrative that LeVar put a target on Lonzo's back and made it worse for him, Lonzo put the whole target on his own back coming out of that bubble, coming out of that cocoon.
Hey, Magic Johnson did it too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I believe Lonzo welcomed that adversity. You know what I'm saying? By him saying, keep that same energy and watch and check my stats and post my stats next year. What is that saying? So all you haters out there that think I'm going to be down and out because of this tragedy that happened with the United States and the pandemic shutdown, and I flawed in the bubble. If you think that's me, then you got another thing coming, partner. Because all I'm telling you is to post my stats next year. So he put a target on his back and basically shut up the naysayers by thriving in a whole new role that he was never accustomed to. So I appreciate the young man for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he took that adversity and he flipped it and he made that adversary something to be celebrated. And that's why I love his journey. And that's why people appreciate Lonzo Ball, because he's an underdog story who's becoming something good to cheer for. You feel me, Flight?
I feel you. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Lonzo Ball, ZO2,
Yeah.
Go is an underdog story that now feels good to cheer about, to cheer for. And I remember saying this a long time ago. In the United States, we know the United States is big on second chances, right? They're big on second chances, and they love that underdog story, the Rocky story, and they love to cheer for something like that. You feel me? So when you have Lonzo Ball being dumped on, and a lot of people trying to throw him out with the baby in the bathwater, he said, keep that same energy and post my stats next year. So he accepted the challenge. He accepted responsibility for his failures in the bubble, that he wasn't able to help Zion get into the playoffs, keep JJ Redick playoff streak alive, and whatever the NBA did for the Pelicans, it just didn't work. And Lonzo took that upon himself. Not Alvin Gentry, not Zion Williamson, not JJ Redick, not Brandon Ingram. Lonzo the one who posted and took all that weight. He sacrificed himself. And that's when I knew that this dude is for real. Because you don't sacrifice yourself like that and then challenge the world to keep that same energy and post my stats next season if you don't plan on having a breakthrough. And we all know, in order for you to have a breakthrough, you got to go through. You can't have no breakthrough without going through. And that's why I appreciate Lonzo Ball in his journey as the eldest of the Ball brothers, setting the example that you can overcome adversity and you can overcome impediments that's in your past. That's definitely appreciated by me. You follow what I'm saying? He's a young man that's doing it. He ain't waiting until he's 40 years old to figure it out. He's doing it in his 20s, his mid-20s. So you can imagine what this young man mindset will be when he, get of age, when he's around 30, 31, 32. He's going to be off the Richter scale. And that's why I'm appreciating the journey now.
I agree with you, man. It says, why Lonzo take that? Okay, wow. Shout out to Thunder. He says, I think Lonzo kept DeMar and Zach from button heads statistically. They the same player, but Zach defense is slightly better. Slightly better defense than DeMar?
Yeah, DeMar. Talking about DeMar, yeah.
I don't know about that. Bro, maybe that's
Zach's defense is better than DeMar. DeMar ain't playing no defense.
Well, probably, not as good as it used to be.
DeRozan
used to be a defender.
Flight. Hey, Flight. This is my
He still
question.
could defend though.
But he's
Hey,
not.
Flight. Hey, Flight.
All you gotta do is
Flight.
watch his clips. He ain't doing nothing. He just watching people shoot.
Man, come on. Hey, come on, Dex. Flight. Dex. No, Flight. Hey, Flight. Hey, Dex. This is my question, Dex. Who else is playing defense on the team besides Lonzo and Caruso? Next.
Javante Green.
Devontae, man,
Javante Green.
get the go ahead on. Devontae Green ain't getting no 20-some odd points a game, Dex, when you get through
You
talking.
said defense. Make up your mind. Which one you want
I
to
said
attack?
defense, but it's still going along with the same program. What you want to do? Put the Rosen out, put Devontae Green in?
Oh no. But see, you got to understand. Everybody can't play defense. It's
Well,
impossible.
you gonna replace him
No,
because he
listen.
ain't the best defensive.
Oh no. I'm not speaking like that. See, you jumping to conclusions. I'm saying
Oh,
DeMar don't play defense because he's trying to preserve his offense, which the Bulls need. That's why it's easier
makes
for
sense.
Ayo, Caruso, Lonzo, the Zos. You follow what I'm saying? The O's. I mean the O's. Ayo, O, Caruso, O, and Lonzo, O. All those O's play defense because they're sacrificing their offense for the betterment of the team. And this is why Zach and DeRozan can cook the way they cook.
And that's O's too. That's offense. Everybody's playing O's and D's around there, Dex. That's my point.
Hey, did you like that? Caruso, Ayo, Lonzo.
And Dio, I got you. Hey, Dex, I'm gonna
Those
tell you
O's.
something, boy. You can't. Hey,
Oh,
Dex,
oh,
I'm gonna tell
oh,
you
oh,
something.
oh.
Dex, let me tell you right fast. Look here, when it comes down to the Bulls and the Lonzos and the Bellows and the and the Ball, I'm telling you, Dex, ain't number widows, man. I'm telling you, number those, man. Ain't telling you what man. I'm telling you, man, ain't number wins, man.
All they name
I
starts with
get
an
it,
L
Dex.
and ends with an O. Did you notice that?
I get it. I get it. I get it, Dex. I get it. All
Symbiotic,
things,
baby. Symbiotic.
Dex, Dex, this, Dex, this is what they tell me. It get greater later, you just gotta wait. Look here, all things work out for the good to those that believe. Keep the faith. I'm gonna keep the faith, Dex. All things gonna work out for me. That
Yeah.
ain't break.
And
That's a
listen,
fact.
listen. I just can't wait for the season to skip forward and get to the playoff. And I'm quite sure Coffee feels the same way. And I'm quite sure that Chicago Bulls Central feels the same way. Man, skip these old regular season games, get to the playoff. Let's see what these boys are going to do when the big lights come on. You understand what I'm saying? Let's
This
see what the
ain't
Chicago Bulls are going to do. But it's fun watching the process.
this ain't you. This ain't YouTube. You can't go reverse and you can't go fast forward. I'm telling you, just gotta wait, Tex. I'm telling you, it's gonna get greater later. You just gotta wait and watch with me, Dex. Please be patient. That's all I ask. I'm not asking for much, Dex. Be patient. Don't jump ship. I know you ain't, but don't listen to them other guys. That's what Coffee telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Please listen. Ain't no problems with the Bulls. They got it all under control. They growing and they developing. Flight. Do you listen to me, Flight? Do you hear me, Flight? Don't worry, Flight. We got this. Zoe
I
got
hope so.
Yeah,
You
I
better
know
hope.
so. Back to you, Flight.
Man, I can't call them, man.
Sorry.
I'm just sitting here cooling, man, on this holiday weekend. Life's
Yeah.
good for me right now.
Happy holidays, everybody.
I'm just chilling. Trying to relax. I mean, sure. What does it look like over there for you, Uncle Vernon? You ate up all the food?
I ain't hear you, Flight. Say it again.
I said you ate all the food?
No, we eating leftovers. We eating leftovers,
Okay.
ain't we, baby?
I eat leftovers too, shit.
Yeah, we
Especially,
still got some
especially
more
some
stuff.
of that good stuff. Some of that soul food shit. I eat that shit for the next
Yeah.
3 days.
Right, that's what I'm gonna do in a minute. I'm gonna get some sausage and the mustard,
Oh, Lord.
what's the name? Those sausages, Sobog, whatever their name is. That stuff is good though. The sausages are good.
The brat. You talking
Man,
about the
what's the
brat
name of those
sausage?
sausages?
I
Kielbasa,
don't,
yeah, the kielbasa and
I don't think
mustard.
I eat
That's
those.
good, Flat. I'm tell you, boy, I
Oh,
love that.
I don't eat
Yeah,
those.
yeah, yeah, that stuff good, man. I love those. We had a lot of them this week.
that's
We
so
had
good.
Christmas out days.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
So
Flight.
Bird, do you cook?
no.
Bird, you don't cook?
No, my girl, my girlfriend, my woman, my lady, she cook. She
Right.
do all the cooking. I don't cook, Dex.
Okay. I
I
don't
take
cook
out the
either.
garbage. I take out the garbage.
Right.
I
Yeah.
take out the garbage
He's
and
like,
manage
check out the
everything around
garbage.
the house.
Yeah.
Look at Dex. I'm telling you, Dex. Whoa. Let me stop there, Dex. I do everything but cook. You don't want my
Yeah. Me
cooking
too.
going on around here. Ain't nobody
Yeah. I
gonna eat it
burn
but
out.
me.
I burn minute rice, and it only tell you cooking for a
Yeah,
minute, and I burn that.
boy, I'm telling you. Hey, Dex, I put it in there for 3 minutes. I wanted to hurry up, get faster.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You right. I get it.
How the hell you burn minute rice and it tell you cooking for a minute?
Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, man.
But
Technology. Hey, I don't know about you. I don't know about you, though, Dex, but for real, though, I told Flight many a times, man, look at technology, man. Technology don't add up. And the rest of my kid folks, too, the ones that's in my age limit, they don't get it. I don't know how technology get past people like that, Dex. I told you, I got a fire stick. I can't get no games. How the heck that happened, Dex? Explain that to me.
Now those fire sticks, you got to keep updating them because see that's another thing. I can't. I used to mess with fire sticks.
That's what my
You got to
girl
know how to.
said.
You
That's
got
what
to
she
know how to
said.
update them. If you relying on somebody to come fix it for you, oh yeah, you behind the eight ball. Because when they update your fire stick, it might work for like a few months, and then the apps get deleted or something happen because you know you're not supposed to have all of this content. So you got to have somebody who can update it
Right.
when it blacks out. So, but
I
it's
gotta find
very
somebody, Flight.
easy. If you, I ain't gonna talk about it too much because that's not. But it's
Right. No,
easy. Everything
right.
is on the platform
Yeah, I feel
for you
you.
to figure out
Right
how
on
to do
you.
it yourself. I got Sling
Hey, hey,
TV now. I'm
Flight.
paying for cable now.
Hey, Flight. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I stick straight to the word, man. You know what I'm saying? Saying the word. You know what I'm saying? My people suffer from lack of knowledge. That's
Yeah,
in the Bible, Flight. Believe me. So I am telling you, boy, I'm suffering, Flight. Thanks to your help, I can at least talk about sports, whether I
yeah.
don't
Well, we
get all of
appreciate
it or
it,
not.
man.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, we want if we want. We appreciate everybody for stopping through. But today is gonna be a horrible
Hey,
night without Lonzo.
but we still gonna tell it. It's still gonna be on. We still gonna be on with it though, right? We still gonna go along
Yeah,
with it, right?
I'm gonna start it up. Yeah, just make sure you hear it when I start it up.
Right, right,
Because
right, right, right,
probably I wouldn't be surprised if we. I don't know. Let's see what happens. No Lonzo sucks.
right. You already know. Yeah, such is life. Flight it be like that. Sometimes be the up and lows. But remember though, some of them things gonna come back around. A lot of them lost games, they gonna come right back around. Well, you already know that anyway. And like I said before, it get greater later. We just gotta look forward to the future, man. That's all I do before I look forward to the future, man. I'm just old, man. I ain't that old, but still though, I'm just saying, man. I'm looking forward to the future, man. I ain't gave up on the future yet. Flight.
Then give up. Yeah.
No, I ain't gave. I ain't ready to give up yet. Flight. I know it's coming. I just gotta wait. I've been waiting for a long time. Like,
Oh, you good. You doing good. Since Kyrie will smoke your team, so I don't know, man. Let's see what happens, man. The Bulls, they just got to stay with that number one seed, and they're gonna be straight. That's all the Bulls got to take care of. Lock up that number one seed. You in business. But
I know
but it's
there
messed
is.
up what happened to him. He'll
Hey,
be
hey,
back.
hey, flight, but hey, flight. I ain't want to go. I forgot. I'm glad you mentioned that too. I'm glad you went to. Okay, they're improving their team. Do you like the way they're improving their team so far with these players they brought in? What do you
I
think
think
about that?
so. I think
Yeah, I
so.
think
Yeah.
so too. Yeah, I do too. I think so too. I think they're getting a little bit more harder. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more with proven players. You know, I like to see a lot of them players get a chance to step up, flight. You know what I'm saying? Within the midst, you know what's going on with this. You know what I'm saying? They seem like they draft. At least they seem like they drafted well. You got to give them a B, so you got to if you're gonna give them a grade on that. So you got to give them a B, or so like a C plus or something on that. Seem like they ain't falling off. It seem like they study, catching on to getting on. You know what I'm saying? As far as that pandemic type thing, what I'm saying. As far as addressing that, they're bringing in better players. You understand me? I give an A on that or A minus. Yeah, I like what they doing, flight. I like what the Bulls doing.
And the
And then when
Bulls.
you deal with Zoe, flight, you already know when you deal with Zoe, you got to deal with a bull with a team oriented type situation because that's how he get down, flight. You know that, right, flight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they say, what they say about Zoe, he passed first. Boy, I'm telling you, I like that. You can count on somebody like that, flight.
Yeah, me too. I just
That
hope when
ain't
Lonzo
self.
gets back, I hope when Lonzo gets back, he don't miss a step.
He ain't gonna miss no step. Why would you think he would? From the effects of COVID or the effects of not being on the court and somebody else
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
his
more, yeah,
place?
the more just being off the floor, being on ice for this time, more than him getting sick.
I see. I'm gonna tell you something, like, you know what I see? I see that more putting more pep in his step. You know how he be getting that little step, that little jump. I see him having a lot of more of that because he got a little rest now, and he coming back with a vengeance and with authority. And I say authority, I mean authority, not trying to get his spot, continuing to keep this spot. Thank you, flight.
You good?
Yeah, I don't see no stupid stuff. I'm telling you, flight. They got it. They got all. Hey, flight. Listen to me, flight. Understand this too. They got all confidence in flight. SB told you already, flight. I don't know why you didn't listen to SB. You and SB cool. SB told you. They got coffee. Told you. They got all confidence in flight. Flight. I don't know why you would think different. They got all confidence in flight. I mean, and and so all the confidence in so. All of it. They don't doubt him not one bit. None of them. And that's respect, flight. You can't bat that kind of respect, flight.
No, you can't. Can't buy that respect, can you?
No, no, you can't, fly. So got it, Mike. And I don't see him losing over no goddamn COVID. Forget. I'm sorry. Forget what Juju talking about. I didn't understand. I thought he lost his mind. Matter of fact, I didn't know. I knew he didn't lose his mind. He was going right back to that old narrative. I knew what that was. But right back on point. No, don't panic. Flight. And if no panic come on talking that same thing, tell them I said, don't panic. No panic.
Yeah, no panic.
Yeah.
People got to stop panicking out here, man.
Man, I'll tell you what. It's some false narratives, flight. That's all it is. Them false narratives get a chance. They get out there and start spreading around. Next thing you know, you got 70 people on your line talking about what's wrong with Zoe. Ain't nothing wrong with Zoe. He got a cold, or he got the flu, or he got COVID. He'll be back. Don't even trip. Just like the rest of them, they got stronger. I love the way they got stronger like that.
Exactly.
Hey, flight. Right, thanks, Dex. When you get stronger through adversity, when you get stronger through adversity, flight, that's a good thing. through adversity, Flight.
And it's really disturbing that people don't want to accept that. I mean, like that I don't. That's what's disturbing to me, Flight and Uncle Vern, is that when you come through something and you get to the other side, that should be appreciated, man.
Nope,
Why would
never.
you try to knock that? That's crazy to me, man. That's why I be like worried about some of these dudes, man. Like they really want to work for the CIA.
They, hey, Dex, they was waiting for that to happen in the first place. They was waiting because it was bound to happen. Sooner or later, they say, well, Zoe said that he ain't going out to be getting caught up there. We understand that. Sooner or later, he gonna step out and get caught up. That what we gonna say about him. Oh yeah, we already know what we gonna say. He ain't playing bad, so he's playing good. Now the Bulls gonna fall. Oh man, the sky's falling. The Bulls are finna fall. So you get it now, Dex.
Yeah,
Yeah, the narrative wasn't
but
on
the
him in
thing,
the first place. The narrative wasn't on him in the first place. And when they got on him, the skies for the fall. I'm sorry. I see how fast the narrative changes nowadays.
exactly,
Dex.
exactly. I agree with you. But see, the funny, well, not funny, but the um, the crazy thing about it is that I don't want the Chicago Bulls fan base to be pumping Lonzo up just to tear him down. You follow what I'm saying? If you ride with
Yeah,
him, then ride with him, thick and thin. Don't ride with him because he got y'all winning or he's a part of the winning formula and things of that nature. Because I see that with DeMar DeRozan. See, a lot of them is don't care what DeMar DeRozan do as long as you win. And I don't think that's good for basketball in the future when it comes to the Chicago Bulls because you have to set a precedence. And when you set a precedence, that meaning that winning basketball is what we want to be engaged in, not stat padding basketball and winning at the same time. That's not what we want to be engaged in. You want to be engaged in winning basketball. So now you're setting a precedent and you're setting a trend. So when the next group of Chicago Bulls basketball players come in, and especially if Billy Donovan is the coach, that same trend continues. Because everybody's not going to be able to shoot like Zach LaVine. Everybody's not going to be able to shoot like DeMar DeRozan. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why the Lakers and the Celtics have winning ways and they both have 17 championships because they develop a winning atmosphere. And the Bulls run with Michael Jordan. Same thing. They develop a winning atmosphere because if you notice with Michael Jordan, he got certain type of players. A lot of these players weren't household names. Will Purdue ain't no household name. Winnington, those ain't no household names. You understand what I'm saying? But he got those type of players. The Stacey Kings of the world. The what's the other guy named Scott something, whatever his name was. Those type of players played a significant part for the Bulls winning ways because they was playing winning basketball and they needed those type of players to be inserted as the Bulls performed on that parquet floor. Because you got Mike, okay? You got Mike. So you don't need to bring players in that's going to compete with Mike. You need to bring players in that's going to complement Mike. And that's why Lonzo Ball is the type of player that he is. He's a player that will complement you. Now, if it's time for him
right.
to take it to the next level, he has the skills to do it. But a lot of people won't recognize it because, they don't like his dad. We all know that. We all know what it's about. I don't like your dad, so I'm going to attack the firstborn. You follow what I'm saying? The same thing Pharaoh did. he didn't like those people, so he attacked the firstborn.
I like that,
And
Dex.
and this is
I
why.
like the
And
way
this
you
is
put.
why.
I like the way you put that. I'm sorry. I like the way you
Yes,
put
sir.
that. I'm
Yes,
sorry,
sir, brother.
Dex. I like the way.
Yes, sir. And this is why I appreciate Lonzo to the point that I do. Of course, I admire his dad to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate Lonzo's journey because it's a journey of triumph. And who don't want a young man in America to triumph? With all that goes on, why wouldn't you want this young man to triumph on and off the court? That's disturbing to me. And I can't even fix my head to try to justify why anybody would dump on this young man in this journey when he's keep defying and beating all odds that are set against him. It's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
so when you have the LaMelo Balls of the world, when you have the LiAngelo Balls of the world, LiAngelo will be the next story of triumph. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey,
Because
Dex. Yeah, hey, Dex. That dude you was trying to figure out to play for the Bulls, Scott Williams.
yeah, Scott Williams. That's right, Scott Williams. Yeah, Scott Williams. Now we all know
Yeah.
Scott Williams. If you look at what's that? What's his name? Tony Brown Jr. or Tony Bradley. When you look at Tony Bradley, you
Yeah.
damn near looking at Scott Williams. And both of them went to North
Okay.
Carolina. Look at the similarities. Both of them went to North
Right.
Carolina, and both of them had cement shoes. They're running out there with cement shoes, but they played their part. And Scott, you know what I'm saying? Loved to be out there with Mike and
Yeah.
Scotty, just and being coached by Steele. So he played his part to the utmost, and he wanted to what you call it? He wanted to damn, what word I'm looking for? When you want to make somebody happy about what you're doing. He wanted to
Appease.
appease, yes, there you go. He wanted to appease Michael Jordan to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? Because of what Michael Jordan was representing in the NBA. It was an honor. He felt it was an honor to be on the floor with Michael Jordan. You understand what I'm saying? Anytime you have
Yeah.
those type of players, and Scott never made no All-Star. He's never even an All-Star caliber player. You follow what I'm saying?
Good.
Here from the Bulls, we don't know whatever happened to Scott Williams. You know what I'm saying? You got to do some thorough
Yeah.
research to find out that. And that's where I get in with some of the Chicago Bull fans when it comes to DeMar DeRozan, including you, Uncle Vern, because you had that. Sometimes you say my head is that don't worry, as long as they win it, they good. But like I said, you want to win not only for the few years DeMar DeRozan there, you want to win past his years. You want to keep that going. And it's no telling that you're going to have a system that will be able to cater to the next person that comes in of DeMar DeRozan because he shoots so well and is ISO ball dominated. You understand
Okay.
you understand the point
What's
I'm
your
getting at?
point though?
Oh, I thought you
No,
understood the
I
point I
don't
was getting
understand your point because listen. Because to me, this already settled because of the fact that Zach ain't going no goddamn well. You understand me? Zach already know what the Rose is gonna do, so all they're gonna do is continue to grow and develop. I mean, what do you think? What are you talking about?
at.
Zach
I'm
ain't
saying
going
that,
nowhere. You be
no, this is what I'm talking about.
Dex.
I
Let's
know that
settle this
I know
right
that
now.
striking nerve. I know that striking nerve.
Do you see? Thank you. Do you see Zach Levine going anywhere? First of all, because if you do say you do, you really don't know basketball. That's my point.
Listen.
Now
First
answer
of
the
all,
question.
the Bulls can offer Zach more than anybody, right? To retain his rights. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
I doubt that Zach will want to leave, especially being in a winning situation first time in his NBA career. Why would you leave that? That wouldn't make sense at
Yeah.
all. Why would
Right.
you leave that? And you the
Duh.
man?
Duh. Duh.
Exactly. Right. Duh. You feel me? So like you're right. If anybody disagree with that, don't know basketball. But the point I'm trying to make is this. You have to get away from ISO dominated basketball. That is not going to push you over the hump. I know it looks good. I'm not saying it looks good. I know it feels good when you look in the win-loss columns, but that kind of basketball will not get you over the hump if you're not allowing players to feel good about what they're doing out there. And like Coffee said
That's
earlier,
what they both feel good about what they doing. Go ahead.
not them. I'm not. That's only two men. That's only two men. Two men could be
I'm
five
talking about
men.
the
I don't think so.
Bulls.
Listen, that's only
You,
two
hey,
people on the team.
Dex, reevaluate what you just said because you talking about the other three.
Yes, I'm speaking about the other three. is when you have ISO dominated basketball to the point that the Bulls got, even though you got two top 10 scorers in the league and two top 7 MVP candidates in the league, that might not get you over the hump. That's what I'm saying.
Dex,
When
this
you
is my
saw, hold
point,
on,
Dex. Go ahead.
yeah, when you saw, okay, when DeMar DeRozan was out, right? You saw Zach LaVine doing a lot of off-ball movement, and it was swish. It was easy, it was fluid, and it was flowing. When Zach went out, and you saw DeMar DeRozan come back, it was easy, it was fluid, it was flowing because they was moving off the ball with Lonzo and a little bit of Caruso and Ayo passing the ball off of movement, motion offense. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of
Of
offense you're
course.
going to need. You have to
Okay,
get
that
these.
Dex. Okay, Dex, let me intervene for a minute. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I saw. Okay, you saw that. You say they have to get these type of players to do these type of things. I understand what you said. I get that. But they already got those players doing those things. Those other three I was speaking about. Vooch for the other first three. He getting there where he fit in because they try to force feed him Dex. They force
Yes,
feed him like they feed him food for Dex. You're
like a
not
baby.
listening. You're
Yeah.
talking. They force Dex. They force feed him, and if they force feed him, how the heck is Devar, DeRozan, and Zach getting all these shots that they study trying to force feed Booch Dex? The reason why is important. Lonzo is sacrificing, which is good because that's his position, Dex. That's the point, and that's what they going next. Not only is they not getting enough from DeRozan and Zach, they still got to force feed Bruce to step his game up to make him be successful. And they force feeding him, Dex. Matter of fact, they force feeding Boots more than they force feeding Zach and and um and and DeRozan. Dex, back to you.
Yeah, you don't have to force feed DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine because they can pat the ball. As long as you can pat the ball, beat the ball, you don't have to feed them because they have control of the ball. Vooch can't do that. So Vooch has to sit in the pocket and wait for the ball to come to him. And you're right, they are force feeding Vooch, and I've been saying that for a long time. And I don't think that's good for basketball. You shouldn't have to force feed another dude on the perimeter. Now I don't mind force feeding you in the post to try to weaken the defense so that Zach and DeMar can cook in the midi area, or Lonzo Ball, Ayo, and Caruso can cook on the arc, the perimeter, the arc. If you want to feed Vooch, but how you gonna feed Vooch in the midi and on the arc? That doesn't make sense to me. So if you're gonna roll that type of offense, then Zach and DeMar shouldn't be ball dominant, ISO dominant like that. That's the point I'm trying to make. And I don't
Yep.
understand why this is not being penetrating to your skull. It's because
They are big. Zach and Levar, Zach Levine and DeRozan are being up there. So just going, you just coming off the point. Jake, to your point was they was being too much focused. Now you said they not being focused enough, Dex. I don't get it. Am I, is it me or you? I'm catching
no, it's
on. I'm
you. No,
listening.
it's definitely you. Because I never said nothing like that. How can I ever fix my mouth to say that Zach Levine and DeMar DeRozan are being focused? Come on, man. So that's you. I
Aren't
ain't
being
never said nothing
focused.
like that.
Aren't,
Yeah, no,
okay,
they
Dex.
are the focus. They are the focus. They are the focus.
Right, right,
They're big time
right,
focus.
right.
So so I would
Right,
never
but
say
see,
that.
that's the point.
That's
That's what you
idiotic.
want. Is that what we want, Dex, or is that what we not want? Is that too much focus?
Yeah, it's too much focus. That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to force
Okay.
feed Vucevic, you understand what I'm saying? If you're not going to feed Vucevic, then you just let the offense flow. Then you can have one of them to be ISO dominated. It wouldn't be a problem. But if you're trying to force Vooch
No.
and these guys are trying to force their involvement by being ISO dominated, that's a recipe for disaster. That's what I'm saying. If you want to get Vooch involved and you keep want to get Zach and DeMar involved, then you have to whip the ball around. You have to let these guys come off a movement. Now, I say Zach LaVine is more fluid coming off movement than DeMar DeRozan. All right, so you can let Zach do more of that motion offense and kind of let DeMar DeRozan be stand still and just break to his spots at moments during games and allow him to reserve his energy because Zach is a younger player than DeMar DeRozan. So Zach can do most of the running around like the Steph Curry type running around. You feel me?
That's what you say.
And that offense, yeah, but listen to what I'm saying. That offense would be so deadly, even the Golden State Warriors will have green envy in their eyes seeing that type of motion offense with a Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and a sprinkling some Vooch, Lonzo, and Caruso. They will be
It
green
sound
eye envy.
it sound like that's what they got right now.
No, it's nowhere near that. Are you kidding me? That ball stays stuck. It stays stuck. I'm talking about with a healthy Bulls team, not when one or other are out. I'm talking about a healthy Bulls team. That ball stays stuck in two players' hands majority of the game. There's moments in the game
Hey,
where you see the fluidity, where you see the fluidity of ball movement and this beautiful basketball, but majority of the game is isolating heavy basketball with two individuals, and it just so happens that they just shoot with great efficiency. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that you cannot depend on that, and especially if you're trying to develop a winning culture, because when you develop a winning culture, that means you win for years. You don't just win one season. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just win one season, then after that season over, then boom, this team blows up. But when you establish a winning culture, then it starts to run like a well-oiled machine, right? And when it starts running like a
it
well-oiled
is.
machine, yeah, no, it's not running like no well-oiled machine. No, it's not. There's a lot of
It's running
nooks and
like that.
crannies up in there. No, it's
It's
not.
running
No, it's
like
not.
that.
Listen, you can't run like a well-oiled machine when you're getting blown out by Houston, Cleveland, Indiana. Okay, stop it.
Whoa,
Let's
whoa,
come to
whoa,
grips here.
whoa, 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 whoa. Let's start back. Let's start right back because you going too far ahead. Because you sound like you got that. You just go look back a little farther. Last time I checked, they beat Houston. Last time I checked, they lost to Cleveland. Next time I checked, they gonna beat Cleveland too. Now let's go back to whatever other team you said again. Say the other team. Because they beat their ass too. What was the other team? You said
Indiana,
Houston,
Indiana.
Indiana. They
No,
finna beat
Indiana.
their ass too. There you
Okay,
go. They
maybe
finna
so,
beat
maybe
their
not.
ass
But
tonight.
those are
They
games
finna
they
beat
shouldn't have
their ass
lost.
tonight.
I won't say too much about the Cleveland loss. I won't say too much about the Cleveland loss, but the Houston loss was a disaster. Indiana loss was a disaster, and the Portland Trailblazers loss was a disaster. Those are four losses they had on their
They gonna
resume
learn
that they
from.
probably shouldn't have.
Like they learned
What
from
do you
the
mean?
Knicks loss, they gonna learn from those too. That's a
Well, the
sign of
Knicks
a
loss
winning
is
team.
different. No. The Knicks is different. You notice I didn't say the Knicks. I didn't say Golden State. I didn't say Philadelphia. Only one loss, Philadelphia. They got against Philadelphia that was questionable because Philadelphia was basically depleted, and they still lost back to back against Philadelphia. But I didn't use them because Philadelphia was the number one seed last year, so I'm not even using them. And Golden State's the number one seed this year, so I'm not using them. New York Knicks was a playoff team last year, so I didn't use them. If you notice that. I recognize, but
I
I don't use them because it
I
doesn't fit
noticed
the
it.
narrative. I'm talking about these subpar teams. Now Cleveland's not
I'm the
subpar team
narrative.
anymore.
Right. The thing is, Nate Dex is this is my point. The thing is, when you lose to teams like those, the first time you lose to them, you learn something. You learn why you lose to them. You know you're a better team than they is. You come back, you kick that ass. That's what I'm talking about, Dex.
Well, I understand that. That's for mediocre teams, like teams that's kind of like 500, playing a little like a game or two
Those
above or a
teams
game or
you
two below
just
500.
mentioned. Those teams you
Those
just
teams were
mentioned. All
cellar
those teams
dwellers.
you just mentioned.
No, those teams are
All
cellar
those
dwellers.
teams.
You
Them
don't
three
lose those
teams.
games. You sweep
Them
that
three teams.
series.
Right. Them three teams. Yeah, them
Listen,
said you come back and they came back and they beat three of them. Now they beat two of them. Now they got to get Cleveland. They come
you're
back
not
next time they
understanding
play
where I'm
Cleveland.
coming
They gonna
from.
beat them
You're
too.
not even supposed to lose to those teams if you consider yourself a top tier team.
Hey, man,
And the way they lost with the same trend of losing the third quarter, heavily losing the third quarter. And that's an
okay.
awful trend that the Chicago Bulls are going through. If you do your research, you'll see that they keep losing these third quarters coming out of halftime. And the only way you keep losing third quarters coming out of halftime because either they're not making the proper adjustments or somebody's not listening.
Somebody not listening. That goes right back to what you were just saying before, because you said it's two of the guys. You mentioned the two top guys, and the two top guys like Zach Levine and DeRozan. So therefore, somebody not listening. We already know when it comes down to it in the first quarters, they be trying to get the rest of the players off like Booch and all those other stuff. As long as they start, dealing with those people, those entities then at that time. And then as they get older and get more into the second quarter, they try to get Zach off. You understand me? DeRozan know he gonna be around there. We're gonna get his anyway, but they try to get Zach off and go through that. So a lot of times the second quarter be Zach's quarters, Zach Levine quarter to be exact. So a lot of times if we come through that, then that's gonna be. A lot of times in the third quarter, they be trying to go with the starters a lot of the time because they trying to get off a certain person that's gonna go off. Usually they try to start keep going with Zach. But if not, then they go with DeRozan. But they don't want to go with DeRozan too long. My thought is because DeRozan gonna be the man in the fourth. What do you think, Dex?
Well, just what I think. They come out and they be too jovial and they're not taking that third quarter serious, where other teams are making their adjustments, and somehow the Chicago Bulls are not responding properly. They're not meeting the challenge that faces them in this third quarter because it's far too often that they're losing these third quarters by sizable amounts, and
We
maybe
already
they
know the
read.
fourth quarter belonged to Zach Levine.
Yeah, maybe they read the press clippings or something because he think these teams are going to lay down after halftime, and that's not the case. And somebody's not reading the memo about come out in the third quarter blazing and get this game out of reach. So in the fourth quarter, you can rest your stars.
The star is Dax. You still don't get it. The star is Zach Levine in the fourth quarter, who was supposed to be picking it up in the third quarter, Dex.
Listen, you heard what Juju said earlier when he said this is one of the most star talented latent teams, right? Latent teams. And if that's the case, then a lot of these games should be settled in the third quarter. Because if you remember when Chicago was dominating the league, a lot of those games was decided in the third quarter. Mike Rest put some ice on his legs in the fourth quarter. Remember those days?
Yeah, I remember them days, and they go right back to the question I asked you before. Zach Levine is one of those guys, if not the guy. But we all, me and you, and my mama, bless her soul, she just passed. Thank you for mentioning. She just passed a couple of days ago, the 24th, New Year's, Christmas Eve. But
Wow.
back
Sorry
to
for
what
your
I'm
loss.
saying
Sorry
is,
for your loss.
she already know too. Thanks,
Yeah,
Dex.
sorry for your
She
loss, man.
already knows. She thanks. Hey, thanks. Hey, Nico, thanks. Hey, welcome to the show, Nico. If that's you. But look. She already know
Appreciate
that.
that.
We already know that look, not Zach Levine, but the Rosen is that guy in the fourth quarter, Dex. I keep getting to go back there because that's what the Bulls are specialized in. So who's that guy in the third quarter, Dex? Say a name,
Go ahead, Nico.
please.
Go ahead, Nico. I'm doing something right now. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Oh,
Nico.
I
Please tell me
mean,
who that third quarter guy for the Bulls in the third quarter, Nico. Please.
uh, from just my experience watching the games, it's just been purely DeRozan, and they just take turns, man. And the offense revolves around them, and then they might try to get Vooch involved, uh, and then they might let Lonzo touch it here and there on a wide open jump shot. So
Yeah.
the past couple of games, it's been nice. Everybody's been kind of moving the ball more. DeRozan's played even better, and what I mean by better is DeRozan ISO game is enough for everybody type shit. He can do that all game. He can go one, two, three, 4 quarters of it, and he'll wet you up. But it's a break in between because we don't have Zach Levine. So the team was forced to do something different. When Zach come back, and apparently since Lonzo out, which is news to me,
I didn't get
Yeah.
alerts, and I didn't get shit for that. But that's
Yeah.
unfortunate. We got to see if right now. I'll say this: we got to see each key piece taken out the lineup. Let's see how they play. We'll see who really means the most, because they were still winning without Vooch. They was still winning without DeMar. Well, they kind of lost a couple games they could win. Uh, they've been winning without Zach LaVine in a short span, and now we have to see if they can win without Lonzo Ball. So that's their biggest test right now. Even though I say Alex Caruso brings a lot of things that Ball brings, of course nobody brings the intangibles Lonzo brings. That's why he's a special player. Uh, but we just gonna see how special do they need him to be, and that'll give me an idea of why they play him the way they play him, because they could be always thinking, let's
Who,
be ready for if any.
Lonzo or Lonzo or what's the name? The one that played for L.A. The one that you just not exactly the other one, the Lonzo or the what's the name? Because you say we'll see how they play. Who play?
They gonna see how they play with Caruso in the lineup.
Caruso, correct, right.
Yeah,
We see how. Hey, Nico, this what I mean. Nico, like that next man up situation, right? You know in the NBA, they talk about the next man up there.
for sure.
That's Caruso, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I want to see if we all tune. I ain't talking about Zach LaVine and the Rose and the rest of them stepping up, because they gonna do whatever they got to do anyway. That's self-explanatory. I'm thinking about Caruso right now. That spot where Zoe's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? You get it. He gonna step
Yeah,
his game up even more. So because he step his game up when he on the court with Zoe. He starred too with Zoe star. So it ain't no competition between them two. I don't want to make it seem
that's a
like that.
fact. No, of
It
course
just
not.
means the next
Those
man.
guys are in tune. They in tune. If not
Yeah, I
anybody
like that,
else,
Nico.
those two are in
Thank you,
tune.
Nico.
So, but we
Thank you,
also gonna
Nico.
see,
Thank you.
is Alex Caruso that nigga? This is gonna be his time
He
to
is,
show
man.
it.
He is.
Well,
He
yeah, but
No,
is.
they
He
want to
Alex
is.
see him
Caruso
in
is out.
Yes.
oh, he's
Alex
out
Caruso is
also.
out. Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
multiple news.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay, let's go to
oh,
AL. AL. Hey, Nico. Remember I tell you about my boy AL? Is AL in Dex?
Yeah, I think AO might be available.
Hey, Nico, let's talk about my boy AO. Nico, remember I told you we were gonna try to learn that name and say it real good and say it and say it correctly. What you think about that little thing,
hey.
Neil? Hey, Nico, huh?
But see what you got. What a lot of people fail to realize is that Chicago, Chicago Bulls right now is a feel good story. You follow what I'm saying? And
Hey, hey,
I'm not saying this as being a, a pity party. You follow what I'm saying? But they're a
Yes, sir.
feel good story because
a critic.
listen, you have Zach Levine, right? Who's never won anything, talented player, but haven't won anything. You got DeMar DeRozan on the redemption tour, and you got Lonzo Ball trying to silence his critics by saying he is nothing but a complimentary piece, a role player on a what you call it, a playoff team or something like that. So you got a lot of
Right.
these dudes that came together to try to prove something, as well as Caruso, because was rejected by the Los Angeles Lakers for a low ball contract, and he's a winning player and he contribute to that championship. You follow what I'm saying? So you have a lot
Thank you.
of storylines with the Chicago Bulls, and this is why the Chicago Bulls are so alluring and so attracting to the average Joe that's watching the NBA, because you have so many freaking storylines with this one team. It's 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 wonderful to me, you know. So that's why Chicago Bulls is attracting, and their box office attraction when they be on TV.
And my point is this, Dex. You got a whole lot of different stories about them, topic stories about them, but you have a whole lot of content about them too, Dex, because they're that good, Dex. They're not going to fade out real easily. They're not going to go down,
They're like the Bad News Bears. You remember the Bad News
west
Bears?
like a
I know
lot of
Nico
people.
probably don't remember the Bad News
Yes.
Bears. Vern, you remember the Bad News Bears, right?
Yeah, I remember them. I
Yeah.
remember the
See,
movie.
that's the Chicago Bulls to me. All these different misfits and miscreants on one team, and they come together and be cohesive enough where it becomes very symbiotic, and they end up becoming winners and champions in the end. That's the type of feel good story you want to see in the NBA, where the rejects all come together and then beat those who looked at them and laughed at them and thought that their basketball careers were in decline.
Yeah, this nice lady came to the neighborhood and said, "Look here, y'all guys are great. I see baseball players play real good, but y'all real good too. Y'all can be great. Come play with me." And they came and
Yep.
played with her, and they carried out great. I saw the movie Dex.
And also a hardball
I'm telling you, I love you,
with
Dex.
Keanu Reeves. Remember Keanu Reeves, that movie Hardball? Now that was filmed in Chicago. Same thing. A bunch of misfits and miscreant come together, become symbiotic, and end up winning a chip. Nico, I'm quite sure you remember that movie, right? Hardball.
Yeah.
Oh, Nico still here?
None. Yeah, I'm still here.
Are
Eden
you
has
remember
been on
that
for a
movie
second.
Hardball with Lil Baby? Lil
Yeah,
Baby
I'm
got
still
they
here,
shot
Dex.
they shot
I
Lil Baby.
remember. I remember.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
I'm
Keanu
gonna eat
Reeves.
something real
And
quick.
yeah, and so Chicago have that similar kind of feel to it when you look at how they assembled. And big ups to AK for putting these guys together like this. You follow what I'm saying? Because he put himself on the line by signing these players and giving them the money that he gave them, and he justified that because they're winning and they're second place in the Eastern Conference when nobody thought this was going to happen. At best, they probably thought Chicago could be a play-in team coming into the new season, which is this year. Nobody thought they would be hosting the first round or even a second round playoff game. And if they keep this up, they probably have home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
I agree. And that's how it all work out. All things work out for the good.
And this is why I always said this is a wonderful time to be a Chicago Bulls fan because you don't have a Michael Jordan. What you have is a collection of good players and low level all stars that come together to be a part of a winning situation this year. And DeMar DeRozan surprised so many people, man. Compton D. Compton D surprised so many people with this stellar play in that mid range area that's helped propelling the Bulls to a high seed in the playoff seeding.
He is for their success, though.
I agree.
That's one thing he's proved. But he's been proving that for his career. He's been competing for a very long time. His efficiency is up, and you know he's second seed in the East. And it's not enough credit by me or by a lot of people given how well he's playing. He's doing everything that he needs to do for them to win. And sometimes I wish he would take a backseat a little more, but I realize that team isn't set up for that. They actually got a steal in the free agency. Like I ain't gonna front. It's that I need to prove something. The year after
They
that
got
is
three.
when we gonna see. They're gonna see if he's still nice.
See, that's what
This year,
that's where I was getting at earlier with
yeah,
Burn. I was getting at that because yeah, this year is cool, but what about the following years to come? Because once you like you said, once Golden State put in a winning culture, all they do is plug and play because the culture is the same. The culture it would supersedes in any individual player. So and you can't do that with heavy isolating basketball. It's hard because everybody's not going to shoot as well. It's almost putting Pete Myers in the place of Michael Jordan. That's damn near equivalent to, and expecting Pete Myers to perform like Michael Jordan because he's played the same position after Michael Jordan retired. You understand what I'm saying? So if you put in a system where it's player oriented and player friendly, then and you win in that system because the players you got you can win with. Basically, I don't care what system you can put Zach in, Alonzo in, Caruso in, and even to some extent DeMar in, and they will still be successful, and they still will be able to win. And further on down the line, when some of these players exit the NBA, like Vooch and DeMar, they're closer to exiting the NBA to them being elevating their game because their game is their game. I don't know if their game's gonna get any better, but we do know all games get worse after time.
So
So if you
so you are saying as far as what Chicago Bulls got going on out there in Chicago and what Golden State got going out there in Golden State, if you put your money down, your smart money gonna go to State. I think you're damn fool. Go ahead.
oh yeah, if I put my money down with Chicago and Golden State, most definitely I'm taking Golden State. Most
That's a
definitely.
fact.
Well, I'm telling you, I
I, I,
think
I,
you're a
I,
god
I would
dang
I
fool
would
now because you
but
just
I
what
would
you
rather
said.
be that
He don't
fool.
realize Klay Thompson on the other team. That's crazy.
Well, it's not
Yeah,
that.
I
It's
thought
not that.
about that too.
Listen. I'm going against. I'm betting with the coach, right? I'm betting with the reason why I would take Steve Kerr because he's been in that system for too long and he's been around those players for too long. So that symbioticism
Okay.
is damn near cemented. Whereas in Chicago, I know Billy Donovan is a pretty good coach, but he don't know these players like that yet. You follow what I'm saying? He only been around these players for what, four
Nope.
months?
No. 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 Because I think I can shut down your system faster so you can shut down my two players. Go ahead.
I don't know about that. That's what I'm talking about. When you establish a winning culture, just plug and play. You follow what I'm saying? And when you see these players excel in the Golden State system, you might not see those same kind of players excel in the Chicago Bulls system. Is because it's isolating heavy. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. Because everybody's not going to shoot difficult
ISO, that
shots
means
and make
that
them.
ISO,
Hold on, bro.
ISO,
Let me say this
ISO.
real quick.
Dex. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, let me say this real quick, bro. You're not going to get people to make those type of difficult shots like Zach Levine and DeMar DeRozan. Everybody can't make shots like that, man. So if you're featuring that type
That
of
be what.
offense, no, I thought you were saying something, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
No,
if
I
you
don't know
featuring,
if you
Nico
tired.
was good.
No, whoa. Listen. If you
Yo,
please, if
so
you
with you.
tired right now, let me say
Chilling.
something. I don't know if you tired or not. I know when you stop talking, don't wait for you to keep talking because I don't want to interrupt you. So if you just stop automatically, then I don't know what you're doing. But listen, like I was gonna say at first, look at you got two bombs. You don't got one. You got two bombs that's gonna come at you. You stop one, you can't stop the other one because you got to concentrate on the other one. And you start concentrating on him, the other one gonna get through. So I mean, Dexter, I mean, you really need to stop that, bro, because you still keep giving me that same old system like they got out there. First of all, you just put it in the right category already when you call it a system. They don't have a bomb out there with Clay and with Steph and with Draymond and the rest of them guys. They got a system. So in that system, none of them gonna shine. If the system don't shine, and what you do, cut off the system. What do? Cut off the head of the snake. The head of the snake is a one snake. The head of the snake is the system. Stop the system. Put a claw in the system. And you could do that 7 games.
honestly, I'm
You could
trying to
do
make
that
sense of
not
what you're
7 games,
saying, and
four
it's just
games. Of
impossible.
course, you're trying to make sense because you're not listening to me because you can't make sense of it because you don't let me finish. Cut off the head of the snake. The snake is a system. You ain't got to stop. You ain't got to stop Clay. Stop Clay like you've been stopping them. Stop Steph like you've been stopping them. Make Draymond none and void.
Okay, you can say the same thing about any team, right? If you can, that's the whole
Nope,
key.
you can't
Can
say
you
the
stop
same
it?
thing about the Bulls. You can't say the same. You can't say the same about the Bulls because you didn't
That's
already
not.
said it
That's so
before. You
untrue and
can't stop
unreal.
Boot. You can't stop Boot. Is an individual player, individual time span. You can't stop
Okay,
Zoe. You can't stop
Nico,
Zach. If you
go ahead
stop
and
Levine,
deal with it.
if you
My
stop
head.
Levine, you can't stop the other ones. But all you got to do with Golden State is stop the system because you said it. So explain to me, if you don't stop the system, how come you can't stop Golden State?
First of all, every team in the NBA trying to uh, put forth a system and where it can be ran as a well-oiled machine. That's the goal of coaches, coaching staff, and executive part of the team to put in a system that you can plug and play. Golden State have shown that throughout the years. That's why they always stay relevant. Now we know they had an impoverished year due to injury, but when Golden State is healthy, they
Not
always
relevant. Was those not relevant years?
it was injury prone and they was riddled with injury.
Okay.
You feel me? That's why
All
those
right.
years was not productive for Golden State.
All right.
And I'm talking
I
about
was trying
pre.
to. Go ahead. Go
Oh
ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. I was talking about the system prior to Kevin Durant joining the team, and it was that system that enabled Kevin Durant to make an easy decision to be a part of that team. And that's something that you have to look at also as these years start to unfold. When we look down the line, the timeline for the Chicago Bulls, you have to understand that what is your identity? What is the system that you're running? Are you going to run a heavy laden offense when DeMar DeRozan is gone? Are you going to switch it up? And now Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball and Caruso will have to learn a whole new offense again, or would you implement a system that they will never have to relearn as long as they were a member of the Chicago Bulls?
They don't
I
think
hear you.
like that, and that's
Hey,
why they won't
speaking
win.
of the book, say it again. Say it, Nick. Say it again, Nick. I can catch that. Say it again.
I said they don't think like that, and that's why they won't win,
Nico,
especially against the Golden State Warriors.
who don't?
The
All
Bulls.
right.
That's not part of their offense. Their
Yeah,
offense isn't a. Oh, go ahead.
no. Their offense isn't what?
Oh, it's not tailored to a systematic play style. It's more built around just good offense. And good offense to them is,
Good
I guess, the dude who's
offense.
shooting. He's shooting 40 to 50% in the mid range. So I guess that's good
Which
offense.
one? Which one, Nico?
We're talking about DeRozan. Zach
Okay, I
Levine
know
is
the
all
other
right,
one's
but he
shooting
ain't
40.
close to the
But
50.
Nico. I know you listening. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I want to get it understood. You got two of them out there shooting 40% when you get through talking.
I mean, that sounds
40
real
some
nice.
percent. It sounds real nice. That's a fact.
Yeah, hey, until you play against somebody to shut that bullshit down. Hey,
I mean,
go ahead and get that out
Who
the
is
way.
that somebody? Who is that somebody?
Hey, Milwaukee would
Golden
do it
State?
easily.
Who is that somebody? Golden State?
No, you're not
I
even
don't
getting
want to
out the
hear nothing
East.
about no
You're not even going to
Milwaukee.
see Golden State. Milwaukee might see Golden State, but the Bulls ain't. Once they put Giannis on your best player and force you to play 4-on-5, we'll see what kind of confidence you got. And then they put Drew
Giannis
Holiday
gonna win
on
the
your
champ.
second.
Nico, my question is to that. Don't change the conversation. My question is to that. Is Giannis gonna win the championship coming out of the East then?
Fuck no. Look,
Or
we
you
have to
see
stop
Golden
talking like
State?
the Warriors ain't on the other side. That's the Golden State
Yeah,
Warriors.
that's
And
what I
bro,
mean. That's what I
I
mean.
and they got their
Boy, love
guys,
you for
man.
that.
Man, I can't wait till the Golden
Don't
State
get
get full strength so we can see what's really going on.
Man,
Hey,
I
Flight,
told
stop
you
it.
the biblical proportions of destruction.
Well, you believe in him, Uncle Van?
Man, go believe in who?
The Warriors.
Hell no. Hell no. I
Oh,
believe
see.
you asked him. You asked listen, flight. Whoa, listen,
Hey,
please.
Uncle
He
Vern is misled.
didn't ask you. He asked me a question. He didn't ask y'all. Heck no, I don't believe in that garbage. You know the reason why I don't believe in it because I said this was because I said it was a system. Dex said it was a system,
Clay
and Dex
Thompson
got the
coming back
IQ.
soon.
That's a fact.
Man, look here. I don't
He
care
better
nothing
not
about no.
fly.
Look here.
No, I'm
Look,
joking.
wait. Look, let me get back to it, Flight, because I'm finna tell you about Clay
So what's
Thompson
going
too.
on with James
Dex said it was
Wiseman
a
in there?
system. No, Flight, you still the system. The system is going on with James Wiseman. He don't fit into it. Look, Flight, this is what's wrong with Golden State. They got a system going out there. Ain't nobody gonna be no stars out there. I don't care how many 3 pointers Clay throw up. He ain't gonna be no star. He ain't gonna be no MVP and nothing out there. Unless it's NBA MVP. As far as that system go, ain't no champions in that system. Michael Jordan would have stand a chance in that system. Tell him, Dex, that system don't work for no all stars. That system work for hustlers. Cut that system down. Ain't no system. Durant got 2 championships out of that whole system. He came out to be MVP. Out of 3 years, Clay and Steph didn't get jack. God dang it, the most MVP came out the first time they won with that system was Iguodala. Thank God he back. He ain't gonna get no time like that to be no more MVP. If he do be MVP again, what do you think about that system, Flight? If Iguodala get to be an MVP,
I don't know.
somebody
I mean, I
answer
think
that
that they should have
phone.
gave it to Curry that year though.
But we gotta talk about this. He out here
Curry could have won it
slandering
one of them
heavy.
years. Go ahead.
But he's slandering heavy right now.
Yeah.
He's worried about who
Yeah,
winning
of
Finals
course I
MVP.
am.
If they
Hey,
win the championship, shit, that
look,
means
he.
more than the MVP.
So now we gotta talk about it.
There you
He's
go with that if
slandering.
stuff. There you go with that if too, Flight.
Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
Look,
Nico.
no, we finna get into it. So he's worried about who's winning Finals MVP. And my thing is, DeRozan has been the showcase man on his team. He plays the style of basketball to get you MVPs, and he ain't got the MVP of shit. I want you to
Yeah,
understand that.
you didn't say that when you didn't say that. You didn't think that when he was at San Antonio. Go ahead, Nico. You didn't think that when he was at San Antonio, though. Go ahead,
You're
Nico.
right. I didn't think about him at all. That nigga was off my radar completely.
I'm
That's the
telling you.
crazy part.
I'm telling you. He on
I
your
watched him.
radar now.
You know why? Playing alongside
Go ahead,
Lonzo Ball.
Nico.
It's that simple for me. He got Lonzo Ball on his team. That's the only reason.
Hey, Flight. I'm glad you record this now. Now, all of a sudden, Lonzo is relevant. Not irrelevant, but relevant right now. Because
Yeah.
He
he got,
always to me.
because, boy, I'm telling you, Flight. I'm telling you,
You ain't
Flight.
heard so
Listen,
many people.
Flight.
It wasn't like this a week ago. No, I'm messing with you.
Hey, boy, I'm telling you.
Nah,
Well, yeah,
Nico was
but it
always here.
wasn't though. Yeah, look, I always sing the praises of Lonzo Ball.
People thought it was over.
I don't know why. This man is 24. Lonzo Ball is the kind of player that he is confidence based. He does need a kick in the ass. I've been saying this, but once he get going, once that engine start, oh man, good luck to you. Because once he got revenge and beating ass on his mind, that's all that come from it. So
Hey, Nico, this is what I want to ask you, Nico. This is what I want to ask you. Is do you call being ridiculed a kick in the butt?
uh no, but sometimes it can be. I mean,
Okay.
that's a uncommon example. You just need to tell him, do your shit, bro. Like I need you to get the fuck out here and hoop. Like somebody got to really talk to him. Like
Oh, I'm telling you, that's what
you
I'm talking
know,
about. That's what Nico. This man here got 1 million followers. We did already discussed that already. What the fuck he care about you? What you
I'm talking
need?
about his teammates,
You said I need. Whoa, Nico. Whoa, 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 whoa,
or his
whoa,
coach.
whoa, Nico.
I mean, I ain't his coach,
Whoa,
so I can't
Nico.
change him at all.
No, his coach said, "So I need you to run this like I want you to run this." The coach tell all of what they want him to do. You ain't speaking for the coach, cause you speaking for Nico, and you said I. God dang it, they go to ass shit again.
You're
Ooh,
right. They should hire
who
me
is
to be
you,
coach. Hey, I have them
boy?
first in the East.
Boy, I'm telling you, keep going, Nico. Keep going. What else you gonna do?
Hey, easily, we probably have 2 losses by now. Oh, what is this?
How many championships, Nico? How many championships you gonna get Zoe to win in the next 4 years? Because you got Zoe for the next 4 years, though, and then you got DeRozan for how many more? Three. Well, I'm telling you. And then Zach,
Hey,
how many?
I have Zoe a
Is
champion
we
three
go?
times
Hey,
in
look,
four
if we
years.
go, is we go sign? Is we? Thank you. Is we go sign Zach back? I don't want to go
Oh,
ahead
fuck
of you. I
no.
just want to catch up.
Hey, if I was running the Bulls, I'd be in the
Well,
Charlotte. I'd be in the Charlotte Hornets pocket right now. I'm telling you, I got Zach LaVine for you.
for what? Hey, look here, Michael Jordan ain't spending no money. I'm gonna tell you, I gave that dream up a long time ago and get Joe out there in Charlotte, Joe. I tell you right now, if you taking Zach Levine going out to Charlotte, you a goddamn fool. Matter of fact, I asked you what make you think that in the first place. You can take 10 minutes,
So,
30 minutes, so telling me that.
no, I'm gonna sum that up real quick. Slide me. I need both Lamelo and I need Terry or Gordon Hayward, whoever is eating up money, so you can repay this exact same contract in your off season. We gonna swap this out. You gonna have you a superstar player, right? Superstar Zach Levine, 30 and 6 every night. You know what I'm saying? And I would just need the Lamelo Ball. I take all that pressure off your hands. You ain't got to worry about what kind of white diamond superstar you finna produce. It's gonna need everything and more. By the balls is what I say. So at this point, Zach Levine, you seen his performance alongside DeRozan. You're gonna have to pay him, but it ain't gonna be what you're gonna have to pay Lamelo Ball. That's negotiation tactics. Lamelo Ball is somebody that
So,
when
Nico,
when his
Nico, Nico,
contract
Nico,
up,
Nico, Nico.
he making 250.
Could I get it, Nico. I get it. Please, I get it. I get it. I understand. I understand that analogy. That's called an analogy. I get it. But it sounds stupid as fuck. You don't agree with that? What I just said, it
No.
sounds stupid as fuck. Not that part you said. I'm talking the part I said.
I mean,
I'm talking about the part I said. It
will
sounds
Michael Jordan not
real
paying
stupid.
nobody?
You see no. This I said it the wrong way. Do you see the Bulls doing some stupid shit like that? That's what I'm saying. I'm
It
sorry
wouldn't be
for my
stupid.
language, but do you see the it wouldn't be?
It wouldn't be because you have to play off the build of your team. You already got somebody giving you uh Zach Levine production and DeMar DeRozan. What can you add if you bring in let's not call him lethal, but a very streaky shooter, if you will, right now until the shooting become
Well,
godly. But a very streaky shooter in LaMelo Ball.
I say let's not call him some other guy. Let's just call him Zach Levine and give him the money that he wants. I mean, what's the difficult part about that? Let's not call him John Wall or some other crazy, or Russell Westbrook or some other, or Kyrie Irving or some other. I'm just saying, let's just call him Zach Levine and give him the money that he wants and he stay here as long as he won't. Let's do that. Can we do that, Nico?
Oh, so y'all trying to sign up to
No.
lose for the next 8 years? I understand.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we try to do. Can we
Yeah,
do that?
I understand. I'm
I don't
taking
know.
LaMelo every day of the week. But most people don't realize that Zach
You
Levine
want
is
to believe
somebody
it?
that has a name to him. You know what I'm saying? So
Huh?
you can move him right now.
No,
Look,
Uh,
Nico,
he likes some truffles in the winter.
Nico.
I
Very
think
hard to find.
You need you you think you slick trying to stick mellow on me or to come over to Chicago Bulls. I ain't gonna
he
fall
on his
for
way.
that. I know
That's what
better
No,
I would
than
do
Melo's
that.
on
though.
his way. Melo's on his way. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, I know that's
Melo
some
on
beautiful
his way
Is
to
that a
shit.
Chicago.
narrative, Dex?
On his way
Listen,
well.
Let's
you
create
said
it
Mellow
now.
on his way well.
to Chicago.
Who said that? Dex?
I'm saying it, and I'm back, and I'm back, and I'm back in my saying
Who?
up. Melo will be a Chicago Bull. That number one jersey is available in Chicago,
And
and he'll be wearing it. What you mean? And
and what else make you think that? What else make you think that?
He
listen,
said,
God
and
damn it, it's
ob-
available in Charlotte
observation.
too, for that
Yeah,
matter.
observation. He's sick of that. He's sick of that madness down in Chicago, man. James Borrego, Michael Jordan don't want that boy down there.
well,
Dex,
Charlotte. Hey, but I will part
I'm telling you.
ways. Give him Zach Levine. You got another mulatto superstar right here. You can pay a little less money.
Nico, you color
Dex,
struck.
we can't bring confusion to the station.
Now you just
You
gotta be able
guys
to
are
advertise
confusing
them.
me.
You know,
We can't bring confusion.
Listen,
We can't
when
be able
bring
to
have
advertise
confusion
you
to
them.
the
known me to be
station.
about confusion? When have you known me to be about confusion or clickbait?
I'm telling
When?
I'm
I don't have a
confused.
channel.
I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm a daily watcher and I watch the station all the time, daily, every day, and I'm
Listen,
confused.
listen what
Right
I'm
now.
telling you, man.
Right
Listen
now
and
y'all
listen
got me
good.
confused. Right now y'all got me confused.
Them Ball
I
brothers,
don't know what's
either
going on.
either they going to a major market, either they're going to LA or they gonna work somewhere in Chicago. One of the two. Trust me.
No, neither
Melo
one
is
of them.
out of that. Listen, Melo is out of that little smelly town in Charlotte, North Carolina. That town's a smelly town, man.
No,
I don't care. Listen, I
no.
don't care about all those. Listen, Melo will be in a major city. That little city can't hold him, man. Listen, I
Yes, it
remember
can
Charlotte.
for the next 10
Listen,
years.
Charlotte, North Carolina, in around between 2000 and 2010 was one of the most productive cities for young black couples to live in because it was it was growing. The income ratio was feasible to move down there, as well as producing kids in that type of environment. But that's not for Mello. Mello wants to
That
be
that
in a big market to do big things. People always try to say, "Well, you can stay in a small market, you can still do something." No, man, Mello is out, dude. He's Audi 5,000. And if you don't see it, then you just a part of a
Dex.
cult. That's it.
Dexter, can I tell you what I see? Thank
Of
you.
course.
Look, Dex, this is what I see. Thank you, Dex. Thank you, Dex. So I'm telling you, Dex. Boy, Dex, man, you go. Oh, I don't know how far we go back, but we go back a couple of days at least. I'm telling you, Dex.
Yes,
Look,
sir.
I don't see this shit. I don't see that shit, Dex. This
Okay. It's a lot of
Melo,
stuff you don't see, and
Melo
then all
gonna
of a sudden
be
you
out in
wake up
Charlotte for the
and be
Dex.
surprised.
I'm sorry you're not listening, Dex. You're not
What? Hey, listen. What
listening, Dex.
happened
I'm
to?
telling you
What
what
happened to?
I'm not. Dex, listen to me. Go ahead. Go ahead,
what
Dex. What
happened
happened to
to?
who?
Hey,
Who the hell you
what
talking
happened
about
to?
now?
Hold on, Bert. You
Who?
was so comical. What happened to them kids that was on the Lakers and was on the Cleveland Cavaliers? They woke up in the morning in a different city wearing a different uniform. They went to bed in one city in one uniform, woke up the next morning in a different city in a different uniform. That's how the rude awakening is going to be when LaMelo says, "Nah, I'm going to take my talent to such and such. I'm not
In
going to
4 more
sign my
years from
rookie
now?
whenever his
Four
rookie
more
extension is up."
years.
No, it's not no four
Four
more
more
years.
years from now.
It's three. It's 3 years from now, not four.
Okay, well, give a year. Give a year. I was saying, give me a year. I was trying to get you to give me a year, but you say 3 years. I say okay. But then this is my answer to all that, Dex. Look, Melo's gonna be out there, man, for the next 10 years, man. He gonna be out there, little baby, because he didn't already said they gonna be out there. They got land out there, got property out there. Man, Melo gonna be getting
That
it
don't mean nothing. What
in
that
out there. He gonna
mean?
be what Melo gonna do.
Hold on,
Listen
hold on,
to
hold on,
me.
hold on.
You're not catching on to
That
what
doesn't
I'm
mean
saying.
nothing.
There you go.
I got property in Alabama. You see me in Alabama? Hell, motherfucking no. Don't give me that where you
Hey,
got
I
property
don't
at.
see you
No,
trying to sell that prop. Do I see you trying to sell that property you got out there in Alabama?
but that don't mean I'm going to move out there.
don't mean you gotta live out there. God dang it, you got it out there. He get paid for being out there.
Oh, and
Hell, I
listen,
ain't talking about property. I'm
if
talking
Melo,
about
if
what he
listen, I'm gonna
getting
tell you right
paid
now,
for. He got a
if
fixed.
Melo,
I God dang it, Dex, you ain't gonna
if
let me
Melo got
start
a
this.
Charlotte driver's license, you got a chance. You got a chance for him staying if he has a Charlotte driver's license. But if he still got his California
That
driver's
nigga,
license, you could sure, yeah.
that nigga had a, that nigga had a, look here, I tell you one thing. That nigga had a driver's license since he was 16 years old. That's all I know. I bet you he had a driver's license when he was
With
16 years
state
old.
is with
Because I
state
knew he wasn't
because
riding around there in no foreign cars illegally.
the
I know
Lamborghini,
that.
yeah.
I ain't stupid.
Melo was
I'm
riding with a
telling you.
permit. He was out there driving a Lamborghini with a permit, with a driver's permit, a
How,
learner's permit.
how, hey, look, hey, Dex, I don't care. I don't care if his mama was up there next to her, bless her soul. He was out there.
Now watch. Now listen what I just said. Now, if his driver license says North Carolina, then you got a chance. But if it still say California, oh, he out. He out. He out.
I don't think
You can bank
so.
on that. Rest assured. Rest assured, he's out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dusty town,
I just
man. A
don't
little
hold
smelly
those
little
same
town, Charlotte.
sentiments. I'm sorry. I don't think so.
Right next to Charlotte, killing all the
I,
pigs and everything.
hey man, look.
They
I'll
killing
be
pigs
honest
and you
with you,
smell the
Dex.
blood of chicken.
Hey Dex, I already. Hey, look. I can imagine. I can
Smell the blood
imagine
of
all that.
slaughtered
But
chicken.
look here. I think that young man got his head on his shoulders, man. I think that young man got
That
his
don't got
head
nothing
on
to
his
do with
shoulders.
him
I
having
think
his
that
head on his
young
shoulders.
man like this position.
That
The
has nothing to
money,
do with
the
having your head
money,
on his
the
shoulder.
money, the money,
I know you don't want
the
to hear
money.
that, Burn.
When he
I know.
re-signed again, he could.
You just like a
When he,
lot of people
when
don't want
he,
to hear
the
that.
money. You see,
Melo is
man,
out. You can't cover
he
him.
can't be
Listen,
happy. Look.
Melo is too.
I'm
Nico, would
telling
you try to explain
Dex,
to him?
you lose
Melo is
on both ends.
too big to be covered. You can't cover that young man. They call him Wild Child. You feel
I
me? You
mean,
can't cover that young man.
The money, Dex. The money.
Man, Melo is gone. Trust me, man.
What
He
about the
gone. He
money?
gone. He
What
don't
about?
care about no money.
Okay. That's what you
Man,
say.
the man's gonna make money regardless. That's just extras. But he don't care about it. He want his peace. He want his serenity. You follow what I'm saying? He want his soul back. Being in Charlotte, playing with the Hornets, it damn near took his soul, man.
Oh
Do you hear
no,
that?
I would agree. I agree.
They damn near took
I
his soul
agree.
out there, man.
I agree.
With all
I
that little
agree.
coke shit they
I
got
agree.
going
But
on
he
in
get
Charlotte.
man, he getting it out there, man. He ain't scared of Charlotte, man. He good to Charlotte, man. He all right, man. Last time I heard anyway, he was good to Charlotte, man. He liked
Last
Charlotte, man.
time
He
I
got nothing
checked,
bad to say about Charlotte, man.
I
He
don't have
tried
to
to get
have
the whole
nothing bad to
family out
say.
there. Go ahead, Dex.
You don't have to have nothing bad to say about Charlotte. What I'm saying is that it's gut wrenching on the soul. He got to get the fuck up out of there. I don't understand why you don't understand that. This is a California kid. He ain't no country boy.
What?
I know a lot of these country boys want him to be a country boy, but he ain't no country boy. I know how California kids work, especially a flosser like Melo. Melo love the floss. You ain't flossing out
Hey,
there in no
Dex.
motherfucking Charlotte.
Dex, let me say
You
this.
flossing in New York, you flossing in
Let,
Chicago, you flossing in Houston, Texas, and you're flossing in Dallas, and you're flossing in LA. Outside of that, and Philly. Outside of
hey,
that,
Dex.
everything else is country bunking, boondocks.
Okay, now back to what you just telling me. I already realized that because I know it's 52 states in the United States. God dang it, I know there's only 32 NBA teams in the whole goddamn United States.
It's,
So you got 30 places you can only go to play. So I already realized that he got shot right there. And he came in with shot and you're gonna get paid more money to shot it. And that's what he's talking about. It ain't about anything else. It ain't about going trying to make nobody else great. Talking about make his own
listen,
thing
man.
great. Same way
Melo
Lonzo
is on
trying
the
to do
road to
that. Same
greatness.
way they was saying. Back to
But
you.
Lonzo's in Chicago. Just
What?
think, listen to what I'm saying. He's in Chicago. He's in the third major market. Chicago is a seaport, man. You see all that water around Chicago? Chicago was founded by a black man. It's a lot of significance going on right now, man. The
Hey, Chicago was
down
founded
in
by
Greensboro,
India.
it was found by a black
Chicago was
man.
founded by Indian. A black man, yeah, right, a black man, but Chicago was founded by Indian. He wasn't founded by no slave running around here saying this is Chicago. He was founded by Indian, a black man. Let's get it right. So therefore the people don't know what it is you talking about. Because I know what you're talking about. Matter of fact, Chicago means stinky. This is a stinky place. Back to you, Dex. The Indians named it that. Hello?
Yeah, I was wondering. I thought I disconnected. Um, shit.
No, you
Uh,
ain't disconnected. I just checked that non-information that be going around. I'm telling you, Nico, I ain't in the mood for that non-information. And what I tell you, I give it to the truth. You understand me? Dex give it to the truth, but I don't second that emotion. I give it to you for real. And if you don't
well, I
believe it,
feel. I mean,
go back and check it. Go ahead, Nico.
well, I was gonna say it was very informative. You know. Uh,
Yeah,
I
all right.
mean, I think I'm an intelligent person, but I don't know everything. So I'm always open to knowing
Okay.
more about
Hey,
everything.
look at Nico. Hey, look at hey, Nico. I'm 62 years old. I ain't been running around for the last 62 years with my thumb in my nose. I mean, up my ass. I'm sorry.
You know.
Back to
No,
you,
you're
Nico.
good. Uh, yeah. I mean, you can tell. I mean, or else you wouldn't be right here right now. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I still think he disconnected though. But I do just want to comment on the Bulls
Yeah,
real quick.
downstairs. That drawer. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm gonna just
Nico. Go
comment.
ahead. I'll talk to somebody else.
I know you're good. I was just say just as far as the Bulls right now, it's a lot of things they can accomplish, but like I've learned in the NBA, is spikes will be thrown in the road whenever it can be, it will be thrown. That's just what it is. Whether it be through injury, whether it be through a better team, everybody gets spikes thrown in their road occasionally, and I want to see how the Bulls respond in each situation. So right now, no Zoe, no Caruso. Uh, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of Zach, a lot of Demar, until they start trusting their other guys. Like if Ayo's back, they have to trust him. He can play basketball. It's just gonna be they got a lot of thinking to do right now, and the nails are in the road, and that's for most teams right now. Kyrie is not back completely. James Harden has been absolutely ass for the Nets. He showed up yesterday though. Maybe it's because he played the Lakers, but he showed out. Uh, KD wasn't playing. Uh, I don't know if Giannis will take a night off, but even he's been missed. So the point being is everybody got their spikes in the roll right now. I want to see how the Bulls learn and rebound from it because only the teams that win it all learn and rebound. So
They overcome
I just look
adversity.
forward to that. Yes, yes, much better turn. They have to do that. My bad. Y'all could pick up though. It's still very interesting. I could talk about the Bulls any day of the week. I still want to see y'all get crushed. But, you know, until then, you know, I was having informing discourse. Shit, Vern gone now too. Come on.
Where you get
Shit,
300 million at? Somebody said. So you telling me that Lamelo's turning down $300 million contract after his rookie season? Where they get 300 million at?
I think they just
Somebody
trying
earned
to
before three
account for
hundred
the
million dollar
inflation.
contract. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be that much, but it's gonna be something. 300 million is they might get a 250, but they ain't touching three yet. Maybe,
There's nobody getting 300 million.
yeah, nobody that will until It'll probably be 8 years from now. We see that. Until then, uh, you cannot expect that at all. That's just unrealistic to think.
I know the LaMelo fans are in here deep. I'm telling you, LaMelo and Charlotte, that marriage is in the process of filing for divorce. Right
Yeah, I
now, they're
mean, you
just
got
going
to
over
do
the
right by a
paperwork
guy
and
like that.
negotiating the terms. They act like they've never seen
It's
this before in the NBA. That's what's alarming to me. They act like they've never seen this before in the NBA, where a superstar says, "No, I'm out." I'm telling you. Ah, Carpenter Jr. said LA, and this man, money talk, bullshit walk. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by money, not team money. I'm talking about just being in a market where you just can thrive and excel. It is one of the reasons why LeBron James came to LA, because LeBron James didn't have to come to LA. He could have stayed right there in Cleveland and took care of all of his business and things of that nature, but he wanted to move closer to the money and be a part of a bigger spectrum than basketball. In order for him to do that, he felt the need to take his family and his talent to the Los Angeles Lakers and be closer with Magic and other people that's in that type of arena to expand his fortune, his wealth outside of basketball. It can be
so
done.
what you
Just
saying? What it sounds like to me, what you're saying is we're gonna get Bol in the off season.
who gonna get Bull?
The Los Angeles Lakers. Bol apparently will be running small forward for the Los Angeles Lakers next season.
I don't know about Los Angeles Lakers. I was more really talking about the Clippers.
Uh man, people don't want to go to the Clippers. We could
But
throw a
they
little
finna
bread
get
at
their listen.
Bol.
But listen, they finna get their new stadium, right? And when they get that new stadium, that's just exciting for everybody because people gonna want to break in that new stadium and set records and have their name in a on the top of the stadium so they can live forever. See, it's hard to crack that for the Los Angeles Lakers, but it won't be hard to crack that for a Clipper team that's have a new stadium, a owner got more money than God allowed. It's very enticing, very enticing. And not only that, you still in LA. LA, Charlotte, LA, Charlotte, LA, Charlotte, LA every time. Soon as somebody hit the lottery that's in Charlotte, you best believe they're moving to LA. They might buy some land in Charlotte or somewhere in North Carolina, but after that, hey man, we finna move to LA. We finna get in Westwood, Beverly Hills, Signal Hills, Calabasas, your Thousand Oaks, Sherman Oaks. You feel me? We finna go buy a nice house in Pasadena up over top of the Rose Bowl. That's just how it goes sometimes. I don't know why the stream keep kicking me out. Can anybody hear me?
All right. Can I be heard? Am I good?
I can hear you now
Okay. Yeah, my bad.
because
I was just gonna
I got
say,
kicked out.
when it comes to somebody like Melo, completely different because his home base is already out here in LA. This is where he's from. This is where he got the flashiness from. Being on he got a level of West Coast flash and swag that we need to
Lifestyle,
have
West
out there
Coast lifestyle.
representing. Yes, and he ain't got to be too extravagant either. You don't see him out here with a James Harden small ass shorts outfit. You know what I'm saying? He out here on just some real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And that really matters. And not that I hate on anything like that. I welcome all different styles and preferences, but Melo give you something different that you don't see on a regular. He ain't gotta uh, flaunt some crazy shit. He already his shit that's coming from his brain is already naturally crazy. You ain't gotta like come talk to him about it.
Yeah.
He'll tell you about what he wants. You can tell just with Russ and James Harden, they approach him with some crazy outfits, and they want to make statements with them shit sometimes. And you ain't gonna have to do that with LaMelo Ball, because he already know what he want and he know what he like. Soon as he see it, and that's gonna matter out here. But this only matters because Charlotte is treating him like a regular nigga. That's all it's gonna boil back down to. It don't seem important now, but
How
it
you
will
take
when
your
he leave,
superstar
baby.
out in the fourth quarter? Exactly. How you gonna take your superstar out in the fourth quarter? Game is in the balance.
Win or lose, you gotta have your players on the court. Like, I understand he want to be Popovich on a low, but Popovich wouldn't even be that retarded. I mean, he has done that before, but what I'm saying is he's not gonna do that in that situation. And if if his backups happen to win, that is a whole different situation. But you'll just never see him risk something like that in an important game, especially when you're trying to make sure you cement your place in the playoffs. That matters because who you play up against, shit, man. I'll put it like this: um, for every team that played against Giannis in the years that they were beating him, it was always someone because he lost twice back to back in important games. I think the Raptors, and then he lost to the Heat, and that was the bubble. What matters is the season after that, he didn't match up against a team with a player committed to defense. The first team was Kawhi Leonard. Even though I think Kawhi's defense is overrated, he does know how to defend in very important situations. He has a defensive IQ, which is why he gets respect defensively. He's somebody that just understands defense at a higher level. So that's why he still retains the defensive specialist thought process when people talk about him. But the year after that, playing Jimmy Butler, who was one of those same kind of guys, you get a similar result where he's either getting hurt, can't get to the bucket, nobody else shows up. Playing Brooklyn and the Heat again with the trash Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler was straight dookie cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Jimmy Butler fans, but last year in the playoffs, I seen them numbers. He was like 4 for 28, trash as fuck. I don't know who that guy is, but Giannis got over that hump, and then after that, played Brooklyn. And KD, although great defensively, is not gonna sit here and hold Giannis all game and be able to give you the energy to drop 50. So they had to switch that up. It's all about matchups, man. So the Hornets, I say that all to say the Hornets got to realize who they come across in the playoffs really fucking matters. And if they don't think so, and they want to be cool and try to be cute out here, and part of a coaching tree system thought process where our backups can play, and you got your superstar on the bench knowing he can make an impact right now, and you don't respect the building of his mind. Some of these dudes got to be superstars in the minds first. And even though he is a superstar in the mind, you got to continue to bring that out more. Because he not no. One thing I can say is Melo ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna be on some weirdo shit where dudes he not Paul George is what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? Paul George is a straight weirdo when it comes to the decisions he make. You don't sit there and go on your stage and promise you're gonna be here for years and then say I need to get up out of here on a low and get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? That you just don't have that. And he did that shit twice. So from that point on, a team can really invest in Melo and understand who the guy you're getting is the guy you're getting. So I look forward to that. If they don't treat him right, hey, if he come back to LA, cool. Guess what? I'll just be supporting the Clippers. It's a very simple decision for me.
And that's gonna be a good decision.
Low key. Let's keep it real. People have always low key supported the Clippers, but it's not in in a boisterous way where they talk about it. But people who are Lakers fans, especially last year, they watched them Clippers games against Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
They seen it, and even the series after that was Utah. They watched that.
Yeah.
I know for sure I did, and I was cheering for Paul George when he was playing his best basketball, if you will.
Right. Because he
So
still represented LA.
yeah,
And that's
Oh,
what
so
and
y'all,
that's
y'all like the Clippers?
not as much as I
they
like the
respect it.
Lakers.
LA respects all his teams. The thing is, you just when it comes down to choosing, come on, you're not finna. That's just not how it works. And I wish New York could take a little page out that book and support their teams like that.
See, the only good thing I remember about the Clippers is that you can go to their games for cheaper than you go to the Lakers and see the same players that the Lakers play.
Yeah, for sure. They used to
That's
give
what a
away
lot of
them
people
free
used to do.
tickets. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people used to do that right there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of waiting for the Cleveland and LeBron to come play the Lakers, you go to the Cleveland and Clipper game instead of going to the Laker game because it was cheaper. And you still seeing LeBron, or you still seeing KD or something to that nature. I remember when I first saw Kimball Walker, he was with they when they played the Clippers, and he played so well against that game. I even paid because I think they had like the back to back, or two
Man
games in
said
three
Kimber
days.
Walker.
Yeah, because Kimball Walker was good at one time. You know what I'm saying? And so I watched him to play the Clippers, and then like 2 days later he played the Lakers, and I bought tickets for that too because that's when he was good doing all that shaking and all that. He lost to the Clippers but beat the Lakers that
I
year.
see.
But that's what we used to do. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when certain players come in to play the Lakers, the tickets are just outrageously high, and so we used to do it that way. So that was a good thing about the Clippers is that they had cheaper tickets.
Yeah, and they were more involved on let's say a school level. I remember them coming to schools and giving away tickets consistently. So that never happened for a Laker game. Only Laker game I've been to, I had to pay to get into. Well,
Is that
no, I
right?
really didn't because it was a gift, but it had to be paid for.
Yeah, because I don't remember the Lakers giving. I think when I in the '70s, what? Excuse me, not the '70s. Yeah, it was the '70s. In the '70s, I remember getting free tickets to a Laker game. But when I was in high school and all that, I don't remember the Lakers giving away free tickets. Clippers always gave away free tickets. We saw Michael K so much, he was like, damn. No, and what's Ken Norman, Michael Cage and Ken Norman. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I don't recall the Lakers giving away free tickets. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't remember the Lakers weren't
I mean
giving
you're
nothing
right.
free.
They ain't giving shit away free, and it will
You
never
know,
happen.
that was the Magic, Kareem, Worthy. You know what I'm saying? That was that era. So that was
Yeah,
Showtime. But yeah, we used to go to them Clipper games and just run up and down the stadium. You like it wasn't nothing. We barely watched the game though. We just running in the damn on the seats. It was so empty.
hey, look, at the end of the day, we can just round it off to the fact that it's business. The game that Kobe retired, and them seats even in the upper levels was crazy money. Come on now, it's all about business. So
And
the fact that they can make money, the way that they do, they don't have to give away free tickets. They pack out the house most of the time.
exactly.
So everybody
That's
gonna
right.
have to pay to be in that motherfucker.
Yeah, no matter who
Clippers
they
not so
play.
much. Yeah,
Exactly. And that's to see Nico, that's why I was saying that there's a possibility that with Coffee have some legs to his take that they could go to the Clippers. There's a possibility of that. Now that upset Bull fans and that upset Hornets fans. I'm quite sure it don't upset Greensboro Swarm fans, but it could be a possibility. Once every all the contracts are exhausted, that they could. And no, who can be mad at him? Even if you're a Bulls fan, if Lonzo played with you for 3 years, right, and you guys, get into the playoff every year, or even get to a finals, whether you win or lose, at least you get to the finals, and he bounced. You can't be mad at Lonzo. or stay with Charlotte if they, go to the playoff a few years, get bounced in the second round, and Melo leaves. You really can't be mad at that either, because what he brought to your team elevated your team. But under the circumstances, when we see stuff unfold, and then you got Hornets fans trying to justify the crap that Borrego is doing with Lamelo because he wanted to try to do mind control over this young kid, then you should be ashamed of yourself. When you see the crap that's happening with LiAngelo, you should be ashamed of yourself if you co-signing that. And this is what's going to get Charlotte fans in a heap of trouble, is because Melo has a good memory and he's not going to forget no time soon. You know what I'm saying? You told me this and you did the opposite. And now you got my brother looking like Raggedy Ann and Andy down there in the G League trying to destroy his confidence.
Big
Even
facts,
though,
big facts, big facts.
oh, is that my
Hey,
man?
hey, Uncle
Is that my
Vern.
man?
Yes, sir, Dex. Hey, Uncle Vern, respectfully, Dex talking big facts, bro. They're not going to Melo going to be up. We hope we can get them in Chicago Bulls, but they want to play together. There's nothing down there in Charlotte. When you're talking about major market, when you're talking about, the politics in the game, when you're talking about the brothers should have been playing together the first time, Mike should have made the biggest decision of his life, which should have been easy, is put Jello with his brother. He shouldn't even have to go to the G League. I understand he coming off the streets, this, that, and other, but he should have just brung him up and put him right there with his brother, kept Melo happy, kept Melo happy, and then they possibly had a chance for all three brothers coming to Charlotte, possibly. And that's a strong stretch, because that's a small market. It's all about big markets and making money, making revenue. So I see the Bulls got a chance if they keep on treating Zoe as they treating him with respect, because Zoe engineers the team. He's the everything for that team. He's the general. He's the sergeant. But it's gonna be hard as hell, because that Steve Ballmer got that money over there, and I got him going to the Clippers for real. I got him going to the Clippers because Mr. LeVar Ball said, look, LA Lakers messed up by getting rid of Zoe, which they did. And it was a blessing for Zoe when they got rid of Zoe. It was a blessing because he came up in New Orleans when he found his shot and kept on executing Zoe Ball. It's amazing what's happening now as we see everything materialize. You got people getting on the bandwagon of the Ball brothers when they was talking major shit this year, last year, the year before, all that. They just didn't see it. And it's okay, because everybody can't see greatness. Everybody can't read greatness. I got people that's, even the people in the chat room, which I respect, but I don't think y'all know my resume. So let me give y'all my resume again. I train NBA players. Some of your favorite players. The players from Chicago, which happen to be Corey Maggette, Crew Richardson, Alfonso McKinney, Lynn Johnson, Nuki, which y'all call Juwan Howard, the head coach of Michigan. A lot of times I get hyped and I get, revved up because that's me and my energy and that's my personality. But when it's talking facts and when it's talking business, when it's talking basketball, as it relates to this game, basketball, I know the game and I know the game within the game. And I know the narrative that they push that can often toss us off our square. Having us going against each other, having us thinking what they saying is right against the Ball family, and they so far wrong. That's why I like when the brother Dex say what he say, because the man be on point. He be on point with what he's saying, and he ain't taking no bias, no ill will. He's speaking facts. The only thing that I disagree with Dex with, the only thing I disagree is when it come down with the Chicago Bulls going to the championship and the Golden State Warriors. I got the Chicago Bulls, and I'm gonna tell you why. I know everybody say, well, they got Steph and they got Clay and they got everybody over there, which means that's to be expected for them to win. But if you know anything about this game called basketball, Las Vegas, that round table, they control the game, that round table. So that round table got that money. They're making billions of dollars off this game. So everybody put their money on Warriors to win, and the least expected that the thing will happen with they control the refs and everything, and the Bulls win. They win billions of dollars. See, we can't forget the round table. We want the Bulls to win. People want the Golden State Warriors to win. But at the end of the day, it's about making money. It's about revenue. And Las Vegas, them big wigs in Las Vegas, they control the whole table. That round table control the whole world of anything, sports, anything. Betting, when it comes to making money, that's what they do. But I do like our chances of getting Melo. I like Zach LaVine. I like DeMar DeRozan. Like the brother Nico said, they on the ball too much. They don't need to be on the ball at all. I don't like them bringing up the ball. I like Zoe at the head at all times. You can have DeMar on the left side, Zach LaVine on the right side. Y'all run down. Zoe is your decision maker. If you're not listening to Magic Johnson saying he got the basketball IQ, people lost. I see why Billy Donovan would do it because he didn't want to step on no toes. At the same time, DeMar and Zach LaVine got to be into their maturation and got to say, you know what? Let's get Zoe this ball. Let's understand our limitations because everybody got a limitation. Understand our limitations and get Zoe this ball. He know exactly what we need. He know exactly what the team needs. He know exactly what the mood of the whole psychology of the team. And so you got to have the ball in Zoe hands at all times. But I really do think they're going to lose Zoe and everybody else in 3 years, bro. Like, Clippers going to have them. Steve Ballmer. You got to believe in the Ball brothers early. You can't be doing BS now and expect in the third year come Michael Jordan that you're going to have Melo. You got to be out your damn mind. You treat his brother like that, kept him down there. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. So when I tell people what it is, I know sometimes they're going to disagree, and you got to disagree. It's okay. People in the chat want to know that where did I train the ball players that's played in the NBA? Well, if you know anything about Chicago, I trained them at Homeland Square. I trained them at Crane High School. I trained them at Garfield Park with the great Sonny Parker. Sonny Parker is the mentor of mine for over 35 years. Sonny Parker's son, Jabari Parker, played in the NBA with Boston Celtics. Who another NBA prospect I trained since kindergarten. Had Jabari since kindergarten. So a lot of times, I come on and it be hype and it be energy, which is great synergy, but never think that I don't know what I'm talking about. Or if you're going to dispute me, you better have a resume. You better show me that who you train and who you talking about and what's going on. I'm just specifically to the chat room or anybody else that question Coffee to the World. And Coffee to the World, if you ain't did your research, is I'm coming out with Coffee to the World. You wonder why I'm Coffee to the World? Because I'm coming out with coffee cafes across the country like Starbucks, but bigger and better. If you want to know who some of my investors are, check my Instagram on coffeetotheworld2.com. Coffee to the World 2. See, people talk a lot of shit, but y'all don't do your research. And I'm not talking about Dex, and I'm not talking about Flight, and I'm not talking about you, Uncle Vern, but a lot of other people talk that bullshit and they did their research on me. You got to do your research on me. I'm fucking with one of the biggest guys in the game, and his daughter's a billionaire. His daughter's name is Rihanna. If you ain't heard of Rihanna, you on a damn rock. She's a billionaire. She got $2 billion pushing on 3, and she constantly making more. She just became a national holiday right there in her country. If you don't know her country, do your research. It's Barbados. And she getting more. Her father, Ronto Fenty, is one of my mans. I'm also a trainer of boxers. One of my other mans is Jeff Mayweather from the Floyd Mayweather family. Don't believe me? Go on my page and read all the bullshit. Go on Floyd Mayweather page. Go on realjeffmayweather.com.
We're trying to get Jeff. We're trying to get Jeff on the show.
That's
we're trying to work that.
I'm gonna tell him Coffee to the World. Said bring. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell him. Don't worry about it. He'll be on here.
Yeah.
I got it. If you need to use me as a reference, you got my permission. You can use me as a reference. I'm gonna call him. When we get off here. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna come. Jeff, just a great dude. The whole Mayweather, Floyd Senior, just amazing family. People like I believe I heard Dex say this. People gonna always hate on the Ball family, no matter what they do, no matter how successful they are. Just like they do Floyd Mayweather Jr. and he's 50-0. He's 50-0, and they still hate. You can't please everybody. That's just what it is. You damn if you do, you damn if you don't. But if you made of who you made of, and you're not made of emotions, and you don't wear your emotions on your sleeve, a lot of us didn't have no fathers that brung us up. So we just listen to that woman. And no disrespect to the women, but you need your father in your life. You need that man. You need that role model. You need that LeVar Ball. You need that. Because you wouldn't be taking so many different conversations so serious, and you wouldn't be so sensitive to conversations. You got to understand that words are words, and then facts are facts. But since we all don't have ESP, we only hoping and wishing. At the end of the day, it's going to all play out. Like Dex also said, we got something that we witnessing that's great, especially for Chicago. It's a great story. What's going on because of the DeMar DeRozan situation in San Antonio Spurs. Zach LaVine want to be one of the guys to get the max. Zoe Ball continue to prove himself, showing people that look, I'm that dude. I'm that dude for real, and everybody's talking that shit. But go back to LeVar Ball and the pressure he put on his children. That's the greatest thing that can ever happen on this planet, and I'm gonna tell you why. I want everybody best. I want y'all to come at me as if it's the championship every damn day. All you do is make me stronger. I'm already wiser. You're making me stronger. So now when you done gave me your best and you ain't started my best yet, you in fucking trouble. Think about that. When he said that my son better than everybody, that made some people irritable. That made some people upset. People was disagreeing. Why would you do that? Why would you put that tag on your son? Why would you put that target on your son? That's the greatest thing he could ever done. I'm not preparing him for right now. I'm preparing him for the future. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. That's the whole thing of it. People gotta understand, they be so emotional. No, you can't do that to your yes, he can. Michael Jordan didn't even have that type of pressure because his father didn't come out talking about him like that, which means he got more pressure than Michael Jordan, and he's still succeeding at a high clip. Lonzo, don't get the damn numbers mistaken. Oh, when you see 10, 7 to 7, that's awesome. When you see Zoe dropping 14, that's awesome. 18, that's awesome. But what he do more than anything is psychology, the mindset of another human being. The mindset of another human being, knowing their mood changes, knowing the behavior of the whole team, knowing the whole energy of the whole team. That's why it's going to be very important to see what happens tonight, how Zach and DeMar play off each other and what they do, because neither especially DeMar, he's not no point guard for real. You know what I'm saying? He can handle the ball. He's nice in the half court. I love him in the half court set. I don't love him breaking up the ball. Zach, to me, is more of a two than a point guard. He can run point, but he's more of a two than a point guard. But to me, a pure point guard is a person that makes everybody better. I mean, the 15th person on the bench that you call a buster, that you call garbage, he come in the game and he look good because Zoe make him better. So when you got people on the team that's doing their thing, it's because of Zoe. It's infectious. His defense is infectious. What he do is infectious. His synergy, everything. He make everybody, holds everybody to accountability. That's why you see Caruso looking real good. Caruso ain't the thing Zoe is. You can't even compare Caruso to Zoe. Caruso's a nice on-the-ball defender, but he don't have the mindset of a Zoe. Hell, nobody got the mindset of a Zoe. So it's important that we know exactly when we speak of, people in terms of the same sense of Zoe. Nobody understands when I said I would take Zoe over Stephon. They're like, no, Steph's the greatest of all times. Yeah, he's the greatest scorer, and I love Steph, and he's awesome. Yes, he's awesome, but I'm starting my team with a 6'6" point guard. I won't be angry with you if you pick Steph to start your team with. Steph is awesome. To me, I need that two-way player on offense and defense, and it's going to make everybody around them better. And it's important that everybody feel that energy when they're on the court, because now I'm going to get production, which is why I don't want them to trade nobody, because you got a good team. Get you a good center, the Bulls rolling. I'm not worried about no situations, because those are professionals. And when you got a Zoe on your team, he's going to tell you everything, because he done heard all the bullshit. He done heard everything from anything you got to say about him, especially negative. He done heard everything, and the man's still prevailing. At some point, you haters got to stop and look at yourself in the mirror, because he's going to prevail anyway. So let me tell y'all something else, and y'all can write this down. Chat room, listen to this, chat room, and y'all probably want to go ahead and still listen. Zoe persevered. Now he's about to be personally feared. I'm going to say it again. He persevered. Now he's about to be personally feared. Don't forget that shit. It's real. So I love you, Dex. I love you, Uncle Vern. It ain't that Uncle Vern that Dex talking against you. It's just that he's saying what it is in reality and facts, that they going to the LA. And I see him with the LA Clippers, because it's a small town in Charlotte, and all three of them boys going to be together. They dedicated, they loyal, and they definitely loyal to their father. I love you guys. I'm signing off, man. I'm going to see y'all hopefully probably later on tonight.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Coffee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Speaking of later on tonight, I say we get ready for later on tonight. Y'all still cooking out?
Oh, I just wanted to make this last thing that we can go in the show. It ain't nothing in Charlotte, but the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, that's some good food in Charlotte.
Look, Charlotte is the second largest banking institution next to New York. So there's money generating in Charlotte. It just, I don't know why the Charlotte Hornets franchise will not dig into that money to play the players that they need to get over there. It's a doggone shame that they a free agent acquisition. The only one that seemed to be panning out is Kelly Oubre. I think Charlotte needs to spend money and show that they're backing Melo. They need to let Melo play at least 35 to 38 minutes a game, depending on the scoring and the need for his services because Charlotte's not a broke city. If you're the second largest financial city in the United States next to New York, that means there's a lot of money flowing through there. That's where Bank of America have their headquarters. You have Microsoft, they have people there. You have Honeywell, they have people there. You have a lot of banking systems that's sitting there in Charlotte, North Carolina. So they need to stop this foolishness and stop crying broke when it comes to winning basketball down there in North Carolina.
Good take, Ducks. We'll be back later on tonight for the game. No Lonzo, but we'll still be covering it. It's Flight Sports TV. We'll be right back with you.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.